What's up, gamers? It's your boys, Tyus and TJ, back once again for the Untitled Gaming Podcast project.
What's up,
And
gamers?
yeah, what's up, gamers?
God
And
damn.
uh, presumably everyone knows this, but we are on the cusp of E3.
Only if you're a true gamer, you know what we're on the precipice of.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like people often describe it as like gaming Christmas.
this is literally a
So
religious holiday.
yeah, I work for a video game company, so I'm gonna tell them that I'm taking Monday and Tuesday off to enjoy.
Yeah, they'll understand.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't need to come in for work and actually work on the games. Gotta go see what's being announced.
yeah. Like, what if we announce a game? I gotta know about that.
Yeah, you gotta find out not from the actual fucking like company, but from actually just like watching an announcement.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's also the best way to figure these things out. You ask me. All right. Well, uh, there are a few things news wise, I guess, to talk about because we're covering, it's like 2 weeks worth of news, but like still barely anything really.
Yeah, there's been like a few things. I think. I mean, honestly, I haven't really been keeping track of things just
Yeah, I've
because I feel
been.
like all the
Mhm.
big announcements are going to be happening over the next like 4 days.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was going through some gaming websites and stuff, but like the majority of the headlines and things from like the past few weeks were minor stuff. Some interesting things though. The Mario movie, the live action Mario movie. I think there was some auction that was held, and they found like a VHS tape that had a bunch of cut footage, and it was released online, and they made a super cut. It's the Mario movie extended cut with all the cut
I
scenes.
saw that people were memeing on it, like the Schneider cut for Justice League, right?
Yeah, we fucking got the final cut of the Mario movie we all wanted, and does it make it better? The 4 hour cut. It's not 4 hours, but that'd be great. I remember fucking because I mean I still have it, a VHS of the Mario movie, and I got it as a kid from like a yard sale, and I was at the yard sale with my cousin, and my cousin was like older than me, and I think he knew about the movie, but I was a kid, and I was just like, Mario movie? Like, wait, when the fuck did this happen? Like, why isn't everybody talking about this? This was a thing, and the my cousin was just like, don't get it, it's the worst thing ever. And I was, I'm a kid, I see Mario movie, I'm like, sorry, I'm buying this. And then I think I just couldn't even finish it. I was so confused.
Don't blame you.
I mean, it could, I don't know, maybe I feel like I could find some enjoyment in it nowadays in like a so bad it's good way, maybe.
Yeah.
I think the practical effects are charming. I like that Yoshi is a fucking like just a raptor. It's always nice.
Isn't like Daisy's father like a giant like oozing ball of flesh or something like that?
Yeah, he's a big old fungus. He's a fungus among us, and he's hanging off the fucking ceiling. I think he like I almost want to say like he throws up on Mario, but I don't know what the equivalent of that would be. It's weird. If anyone, I mean, like the thing is, like if anyone hasn't seen the Mario Bros. Movie, I have to recommend it just for just for seeing it. I do think it's something everyone should at least see once in their lifetime.
I don't I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, well, looks like I
I've
know what
just
I'm
seen
gonna make you
clips.
watch.
Yeah, I've seen like clips of it, but I've never watched the whole thing.
Hmm. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get that to happen now.
But aside from that, what happened in the past like week?
Hmm.
Oh, there's the have you seen the trailer for that new Pokemon like game Pal World?
Yes, I have. um I love it. I'm gonna start with that.
I
I uh
I just thought it was so funny. Like this, the first half of the trailer is just all like happiness, and it's like we're like Pokemon guys, but like with more like content or whatever. And then just fucking like Call of Duty style shooting, and you hold up a sheep as a fucking shield.
it's fucking genius, and I can't believe that this hasn't been done before. I don't know, because like the beginning reminded me of like when Temtem was like announced, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's the Pokemon killer," or it's we're finally getting like away from Game Freak's clutches, and like I don't know, this game just comes off more, not like it's trying to compete with like Pokemon, more just like, oh, like we can have fun with this idea.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of Temtem, I haven't heard shit about that game since it came out.
I remember before that game came out and the hype was so big and everyone was like, "Oh, this is like gonna." And also, this is not me trashing on Temtem. Okay, I honestly I can't really have an opinion. Did not really play the game, but like I just remember like all the butthurt Game Freak like haters are going like, "Oh, Temtem's gonna really like take over the spotlight."
Yeah, I remember talking with you about it, when it like first got like announced.
Hmm. I mean,
But yeah.
yeah. My whole thing with it was just that like I didn't feel that the character like designs or anything were like too like memorable. And I mean, honestly, when it comes to like monster collecting games or like any just like collecting games, you want to make sure that what you're collecting is memorable and you something you want to actually complete.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem is just that you see it and it just looks like bootleg Pokemon.
Yeah, that's got to be the one hurdle because like I'm not saying like look, you can make Pokemon like not Pokemon but just like monster collecting genre games. I mean, there's stuff like Digimon works, and I'm not saying Digimon is not a Pokemon knockoff. It's fairly different from what I've seen. But like it's
It is
still,
fairly different. As someone who's played a lot of the games, it's incredibly different.
yeah, because like I'm that American kid that grew up being like, oh, Digimon, they think they're better than Pokemon. Like, what the fuck is this? And but like, real talk, from everybody that I know that's grown up with Digimon, it's legitimately its own thing, and I can
It's
respect that.
it's very different in ways that I like and ways that I don't like. But um that's like neither here nor there.
Yeah,
It's just I mean, I see a lot of potential with like Temtem and I guess like the monster collecting genre.
yeah,
'Cause I mean like I'm as many of my friends will attest to, I'm one of the biggest fucking Pokemon fans on the planet. Like
it's true.
fucking I think what it was a week after the game came, after Sword and Shield came out that I had already finished the Pokedex.
Yeah, I remember like in my head when because we were working at Curry House at the time, and I remember just being like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep up with Tyus. This is gonna be something that like we can all come back to work and talk about where we're at." And then like immediately just like surpassed everything. I'm like, okay, there goes that dream.
Yeah, I mean, um, it became Pokemon became very, at least for me, a lot more enjoyable in like the end game type of thing once I learned about competitive battling and the mechanics behind it.
Hmm. Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of competitive Pokemon players also do this where as soon as the game comes out, they just kind of like speedrun it to get to the end. So that
Yeah.
way they can start making their competitive teams.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Because ultimately, I mean, like the main story game, like campaign, I don't know, like the MSQs of Pokemon, it's not too difficult. Yeah, do your MSQs in Pokemon, guys.
Like, because I have friends who play Final Fantasy 14 who are playing other games. They're like, oh, I gotta do MSQ. And I'm like, it's not. so funny that you're calling it MSQ.
It's a good collective term. Uh, it's just now, like, to me, saying like gotta do MSQ is just the easiest way of saying like I need to do like the single player slash, like the main story content. God
For
damn it.
those who are unaware, MSQ stands for Main Story Quest or Main Scenario Quest in Final Fantasy XIV. So those are the quests that precede the story.
Yeah, and now I've adapted it into my fucking my language. Oh, that's great. But yeah, I think honestly like this game seems like a really more kind of just like it's kind of more like fun out of the box approach, and I can really respect it for that.
Dude, I just want to know how the whole like gun thing comes into play. I'm like, can you like shoot other people and take their monsters?
That is kind of what it implies.
Yeah, because it like I think one of the developers was saying on Twitter something that they wanted to be like team like a Pokemon game, but you can be Team Rocket if you want to.
Speaking of, what a fucking great idea for a Pokemon game. I don't know,
Yeah, I
maybe it's
mean,
just me, but like it'd be cool to play as like one of the like evil teams.
yeah, I mean, like I guess the only reason why I have qualms about that is because I don't know if you remember, but like when Pokemon Go first came out, people were stealing other people's phones like,
Oh,
to
I
steal
guess
Pokemon,
yeah.
which like fucking hell, man, that's going way too far for a fucking mobile game.
Yeah, maybe the only thing is like the encouragement of stealing. That's gonna bump it up to a T rating.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like I always surprise myself with how I would almost say crazy mobile game fans are.
Yeah.
Because I remember my friend asked me to play this one mobile game with him. I think it's called Age of Ishtaria.
Hmm.
And there's like a marketplace in the game where you can sell certain things for like items and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I think in like my first like 10 pulls, I pulled at the time one of the rarest units in the game. He's like, "Oh, that's a $500 unit." And I looked at him like, "What do you mean this is a $500 unit?" He's like, "Oh, like you could sell that unit on the marketplace for like items that you have to pay $500 for in real life."
Oh, what?
And I was
What
like,
the fuck?
"You," I was like, "You what?"
What the
Like,
fuck?
I was like, "You're joking, right? Like that's not real, right?" He's like, "No, it's real. Like people do it all the time."
What the fuck, dude? What is with your RNG?
Well, that was just like at the time. I think like at the time, I think like the most expensive one was like $2,000.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, still, like I was like, "What the fuck, man?"
$1,000 on a mobile game though? Like I don't.
I
It's just
mean,
me. It's not
you're
my. I'm not the demographic of this.
yeah. I mean, I was gonna say you'd be surprised at how much money um people will drop on mobile games. Like the term whale exists for a reason.
Right? Yeah, I know what you mean. It's just crazy. There's that like picture I saw recently of this old guy playing Pokemon Go, and he had like this crazy fucking looking contraption with easily over like 20 phones
Oh, I
like
know
all
exactly
playing.
what you're talking about because at the pier, at Redondo Beach Pier,
Yeah.
um because me and my friends, we would go there on Pokemon Go community days.
Hmm.
We would always see this old Mexican grandma, and she had, I'm not even joking, like two iPads and like four phones.
Yeah, man. People are fucking real on this. I love it was cute of Niantic to think that like making trades like cost Stardust would like somehow facilitate a healthier like I don't know like trading system. I don't it didn't work is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah. Oh, I also, because there are some Pokemon that are region exclusive.
Yeah.
So like if I think Heracross and Chatot, like for example, are two Pokemon that you can only get in South America.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I caught some of them when I was in Peru,
Yeah.
and when I came back, I traded, I think, Chatot to one of my friends, and he told me later, "Oh yeah, I just sold it for 20 bucks."
Like, yeah, bro.
And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm like part of like a Pokemon Go Facebook group, and somebody really wanted Chatot to like fill out his Pokedex, and I told him I would trade it to him if he gave me 20 bucks." And I was like, "Holy shit, dude!"
Jesus. I remember at least like because I got back into Pokemon Go I think around like last year or something. There was a point in time where I was playing it and like not last year. It couldn't have been last year. We were in fucking pandemic. 2 years ago. That last year feels like just a gap of time.
It was a gap year.
There's just this void of space that exists now in my lifespan. Anyway, I was playing Pokemon Go, and they did do a community day once where I think they had some of the what's it called, region exclusive Pokemon, kind of like it was like a migrating community day event because I have a
Mhm.
Farfetch'd. I think that was Japan exclusive.
I think it was Asia exclusive.
Yeah, because
Because like
I
for America, we were the only ones that could get like Tauros and a few other Pokemon.
Fuck yeah, Taros, let's go. Yeah, I the only one I got out of that event was I think well I got a Mr. Mime and I got yeah, Farfetch. I think Mr. Mime was only available in France or maybe just Europe. But yeah, Pokemon fun. This game seems to be a very fun adaptation, a parody, a satire, expansion. I'm honestly just hoping it's not just a joke and I want to see like, it actually come through.
Well, I know they've made another game already.
Oh really?
Um, or it's in early access right now. It's called Craftopia.
Hmm. Sounds like
It's a
Minecraft.
multiplayer survival action game. You can like farm and like there's like gliding like Breath of the Wild. There's like
Oh,
cooking and all sorts of stuff.
okay.
Um, and I know that a lot of people were concerned when they announced that they were making another game because they were like, "Well, yeah, I haven't even finished Craftopia. What are you doing working on another game right now?"
Oh, okay, I see. Well, eh, hopefully, I mean, it's probably a small team, but hopefully they know what they're doing. I
Hopefully.
wish nothing but the best.
Yeah, same.
On to I'm like looking at my news thing and like I'm not really nothing else is like really sticking out to me that I wouldn't just go over while we're talking about E3.
But I have something which is Valorant Mobile uh is happening.
Wait, really? I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah. Valorant had like Riot had some what's it called? They had like a Valorant or like what was it? They had some sort of like announcement video type thing. Um oh yeah, it was for the 1 year anniversary of Valorant.
Oh, okay.
And they were like, we have more than 14 million players, like pretty more than average
They're
of
doing pretty
14
good.
million players.
They're doing
Uh
pretty good.
yeah. Granted it's still not CS:GO's numbers. CS:GO's had 27 million players,
Hmm.
has like 27 million players average. But still for that to happen over the course of 1 year is still pretty huge.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then like I said, Riot also announced um Valorant Mobile.
Dang. I mean, to be fair to like this is actually something I really like about Valorant is that it really was like designed to kind of run on anything. So I'm sure the mobile port will actually be pretty good.
Yeah, and I think the thing is like mobile games are, in my opinion, at least
Hot
like in my like
take coming.
not even I don't even know if this is a hot take, honestly. Like this is just like common sense, but mobile games I'm pretty sure um they're gonna become bigger than like console or PC games
Oh
within a
yeah,
few years.
easily. Easily. It doesn't even like. everybody has a phone. Like in the modern age that we're in right now, you're gonna come across more people that have a phone than a specific console or a gaming ready PC. Even though you
Yeah.
don't really need a gaming ready PC to play Valorant, it's the audience that I'm like looking at and like, yeah, everybody's gonna have a phone, and that's gonna be the easiest way to access that like gaming market.
Yeah, because mobile esports is already becoming a huge thing in China and India, I know.
Hmm.
Um, and I can only imagine that it's going to end up growing even more so.
Yeah, like obviously it's not going to erase the competitive like console competitive PC gaming scene, which is good. It's just I don't know. To me, obviously, again, not my demographic. It's just hard for me to like, I guess, understand the mobile gaming stuff. But like, I totally 100% support it. Like, I want to see it like actually like get big. You know?
Yeah, I guess the thing is, it's just like, people want to take something competitively, like they want to take something seriously, I guess.
Hmm.
And um, you'd be surprised how easy it is to do that with something as simple as a phone game. I mean, uh, what is it? There is this uh like virtual card game called Shadowverse,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and I played it when it first got released in America, and I was uh within one of the top ranks in the first couple of seasons.
Hmm.
So I wasn't like master rank, which is like the highest rank, but I was just below it, like triple A rank, I think.
Oh shit.
And
Okay.
I had some friends who had also gotten as high as master rank.
Hmm.
Um, and like we would just play a lot. Like we would just be like at a restaurant and we'd just be like, "Oh, hey, you want to test this deck versus this deck or whatever?"
How the fuck do you have time to do this? I don't know.
Um,
I think I underestimate like or not underestimate. I think I just didn't use my time properly like back when I had more time to do things.
uh, yeah, I mean, the best way I can describe it is that like I guess like from the point of view of somebody who does play games like competitively,
Hmm.
um, your free time becomes like practice time.
That's a good point. It
Like,
all feeds into it.
there are days that I've spent with my girlfriend, with Alyssa, where she will just watch me practice combos, or she will
Jeez.
just be there, like, as I'm playing against, like, one of my best friends, and we're just practicing with each other.
Dang. My God.
Like, yeah,
Well, that helps.
I remember, like, when we first started dating, um, she said, oh, like, I know that you're really serious about, like, esports and, like, fighting games. And
Hmm.
she told me that, like, uh, if you're ever like practicing with somebody and you're like busy, you can just tell me that if we're talking and like you don't have to respond. And I was like, well, that's like I'm not that like laser focused on it. Like, of course I'm gonna respond to her if if we're talking or something.
No, you're in the zone.
I mean, some people go so deep into it,
Yeah.
like, and that's not like a bad thing to say. Like, some people are just like hella dedicated.
Yeah.
Like,
That's true.
uh, Daigo Mihara, one of the most like
That's
prolific fighting game players of all
about to
time.
say literally like one of the most famous like.
Yeah, no, so he in his house, he has nothing video game related in his house.
Oh, he's a normie.
No,
It's all
you
a
know why?
facade.
Because he walks from his house to a separate apartment where he's got all of his game stuff, and that's just like his game like area.
Real talk. That's like honestly a pretty good way to have that set up.
And like he says like that's how he separates like his home life from like his like quote unquote work.
No, yeah,
Like,
honestly, that's like a whole thing. It even comes into like working from home and stuff. You should never work from the same room that you sleep in.
oh, unfortunately, I do that.
Yeah, well, me too. Okay, well, like when I do work from home. So yeah, but I mean, we can't really help it. But usually, I think it's like I forgot where I read this, but it's just better for the brain because then you start associating your bedroom with work, and that's not good because the bedroom is the place for resting.
Oh, you see, like, it's before I used to have, like, where I practice, like, fighting games and whatnot in a separate room from where I sleep.
Hmm.
Um, but, like, goddamn, having them in the same room makes it really easy to just stay up and keep practicing.
Oh, bro, I know. Fuck yeah! Like this. I'm not like I don't practice what I preach. I have like my 3 monitors set up in here right now, and like my whole all my editing like shit is in here, and then my bed's right behind me in this like closet of a room I live in.
Yeah, it's literally the exact same for me because I just got a third monitor.
Fuck yeah! Literally, only one of my monitors is the actual monitor, and then the other two are like TVs. I just kind of like scrounged up.
Yeah, one of my monitors is a TV. The other two are actual monitors.
Damn, nice, nice.
But let's see, more gaming news. Is there anything else that I can think of?
Let's see. Well, I guess I got. I don't necessarily think I would have brought this up in E3 other than the fact that we don't need to expect a Balan Wonderland 2.
Oh, it's actually not Balan Wonderland.
Oh, it's Wonder World, isn't it?
Wonderworld.
Wonderland is a better fucking title. I hate that it's Wonder. Everyone does this.
Yeah, no, trust me, Balan Wonderland rolls off the tongue so much nicer.
Yeah, like you don't even have to think about it. But Yuji Naka has left Square Enix.
Yeah, I saw that.
Big sad. I mean, like I hope it's not like bad, you know, on bad terms. Because like I do believe Yuji Naka is passionate about games. I don't think he just does it to like skirt by and get some money and like move on.
No,
I
I never got it. I never thought of it like that either. I just think Balan Wonderworld is like, unfortunately, it's just really bad.
Yeah, man. And although I will say it has its like Sonic 06 defenders out there. I think I went off in the last podcast about this where I'm just like there's a certain sect of like the Sonic fan base that'll just kind of like eat garbage and be like, "Yes, this is good." Like look, you can like what you like. I feel like I'm being an asshole. I'm like in full defense mode. But like I don't understand how anyone can look at Sonic 06 and not like see how flawed it is. Like there are things to like. I'm not going to take that away, but like yeah, I'm seeing the same arguments I see for Sonic 06 said for Balan Wonderworld. I'm
Yeah, I
just kind
mean,
of
like,
like
I guess what I could say about Sonic 06 is for the time, the graphics were really good.
the fucking soundtrack is so good for
Yeah,
Sonic 06. Like holy
that,
shit.
that's about all I can say in terms of positives, though.
Yeah. I like literally like still listen to the soundtrack for Sonic 06 to this day, but anything else related to that game, I could I could live without.
Yeah, it is by definition a game.
Yes, that's the kindest words you can give to that, and so is Balan Wonderworld. I haven't played the game, but from everything I've seen, it's just it it's painful, and it makes me really hope that this doesn't like make Yuji Naka's like it makes it harder for him to get work or anything because I do think he's a good idea guy and like he's like at least in like terms of like just throwing shit at the wall, like he throws it at the wall. Like
Yeah, like
he really does.
that is one thing that I can say that I kind of respect about like I guess like Sonic Team and Sega and the people who worked on those types of games is that um they are 100% not afraid to try something new,
Yeah, yeah.
which can also be a bad thing
Oh
because
yeah. Oh god.
because some of the things that they've tried do not work at all.
Yeah. Uh, it's it's respectable and also part of Sonic's downfall. But like there's something just like there's something just so I don't know relatable because like I find myself in that role where it's like I want to like keep experimenting and keep trying like new things and like when I can see that and like someone like this passionate about like creating about, like video games and stuff like that, maybe all he needs is just like that guy to hear the things that he's throwing out there and like pin the ones that work and not just use them all and try to make it all work together.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but that's kind of the only other gaming news headline I had.
Um, let's see. I think I have a few more. So as of right now, 2 days ago on June 9th, Fantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis released,
Ooh.
which for those who don't know, Fantasy Star Online 2 is Sega's uh MMO. It's like an action MMO and it's free to play.
Yep.
And New Genesis is essentially like Fantasy Star Online 3. Like they just completely kind of overhauled most of the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and a lot of people are very excited for it because like the game I feel or from what I've heard because I've tried Fantasy Star Online 2 and I wasn't a fan of it when I've tried it.
Hmm.
But New Genesis kind of like revamps a lot of the combat. It changes the areas, it makes it more open. The graphics are really nice too.
I was gonna say the one thing like because I know only that Fantasy Star Online is an MMO, but also like I've seen like screenshots and stuff. And I really like the art of that game.
Yeah,
But
it's a very
yeah,
futuristic mech type art.
yeah, it's
They
really
also have
cool for an MMO.
they've had a lot of collabs with other Sega IPs.
Like Sonic, I know that. That's
Yeah, no, okay, legit. I played during the Sonic collab, and
mm,
that shit was hype as fuck because you would, cause so like the hub of the game is like the Starship Arc,
yeah.
and so you would go into like the main lobby of the Starship Arc, and it would be playing like the this City Plaza theme from Sonic Adventure 1.
Really, Station Square? Holy shit!
Yeah, it would play fucking Station Square. It would play the dun, dun,
Oh,
dun, dun, dun,
that's
dun,
so
dun, dun, dun,
cool.
dun, dun,
Fuck.
dun. And then you could also change it to play like Escape from the City, Live and Learn.
Yo, I missed out on this shit. I'm mad.
And then they also had a bunch of Persona collabs.
Oh, that's cool
They had
too.
Persona collabs for 3, 4, and 5, so you could change the music to match like whichever Persona you wanted. You could also get costume pieces to look like your favorite Persona characters.
Damn. Maybe
And they
I'll give
also
it a
have
shot, but also there's no way I'm gonna leave Final Fantasy 14.
yeah, no, I mean I was telling my friend who's like super into Fantasy Star Online 2, I would probably play PSO2 uh up until November. Because when Final Fantasy 14 Endwalkers hits, like that's where all my time is going.
As to say, yeah, you have the advantage because you're already like caught up. I still have to go through the rest of the MSQs and the patches.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna be doing till November.
Oh, and PSO2 also has a Final Fantasy 14 collab.
Really?
Yeah, you can do a special it's like literally called a fate where you fight against Odin
Oh, that's
and you
cool.
can
What
get
the fuck?
special drops from him and like the fight from what I understand is modeled similarly to a Final Fantasy 14 fight where there's like aggro lines and stuff.
Now I want to see like those like bumper stickers that say coexist and it has like all the different like religions. I want to see
That's
like
the
the
purpose for fucking MMO title shits.
yeah, yeah. Oh god, somebody make that. I want that bumper sticker so bad now. Ugh. Yeah, Fantasy Star Online too though. It seems cool. I may check it out once all that rolls out.
Yeah, I mean it's free to play, so
Got
there's
nothing to
that.
lose besides
Because
my
I
time.
know before the game used to be Japan only,
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember looking into it when I was in high school, but it was in Japan only, and if you wanted to play it in America, you had to play it uh with like an English installer that like was fan made, so there was some stuff that wasn't fully translated or whatever. And there was
Right.
also like you'd have to play pretty much on the Japanese community, but there were like some like groups that were like English like refugees almost.
Oh, that's
And
that's
fun
funny.
fact, a friend like the same friend of mine actually took like so many years of Japanese so he could read PSO2 without using the English installer.
Oh my God, are you kidding?
But now the dude is like fucking fluent in Japanese. I
I
mean, granted,
mean, that's
he
one
took
way
it
to
for
do
other
it.
reasons too, but like he told me like that was his main reason for starting to take Japanese.
That's honestly, that's cool. Holy shit.
Um, let's see, aside from that, Guilty Gear Strive,
Oh yeah,
really,
that's all
uh,
I've been seeing on my fucking Twitter feed from you.
the if you got if you pre-order the PS4 version, you got early access on Monday. Us
Oh,
PC players, we have to wait until, well, technically today, June 11th, to be able to play the game. And I'm refreshing Steam to see if I can install it right now, and I
nice,
can't.
nice.
But so that came out, and that's the latest game from Arc System Works.
Mhm.
Uh, and Guilty Gear is kind of like their, I would almost say like their magnum opus. It's kind of like one of the big games that put them on the map.
Right. Well, I mean,
Uh,
that's yeah.
hmm?
Hmm?
Oh, I thought you were saying something still.
No, I just like finishing sentences like mid octaves.
Let's see. But yeah, for if anyone is interested in Guilty Gear Strive, they've made it more beginner friendly, where the combos are not as long as like they used to be and whatnot.
Ooh,
So they want to make it more accessible to beginners.
what's that? A fighting game that's accessible to beginners? My ears are
Oh,
perking up. What is this?
I mean, I've brought this up before, but every time that fighting game developers say that, they always kind of shoot themselves in the foot
Yeah,
because if they make it easier for beginners, that means they're also making it easier for the people who have played the game for a really long time.
yeah. Does it have like a ranked matchmaking?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, that's good. At least.
But yeah, I mean the game is super sick. The music for Guilty Gear games has always been absolutely godlike.
Hmm.
Daisuke Ishiwatari, he's actually like the lead director for Guilty Gear, and he's also the singer for all of like or for most of the tracks in the game.
Oh, that's so
Like
cool. What the
yeah,
fuck?
no, like you know how like Sega has Crush 40?
Yeah.
Uh Daisuke Ishiwatari is like such a huge music fan that literally like I think most if not all of Guilty Gear is like music references and music based. And like all of like the song most of the songs are like heavy metal like songs and he sings like almost all of them.
Holy shit, that's so cool.
Like if you should give the main theme of Guilty Gear Strive Smell of the Game, that song
Smell of the game.
fucking it slaps so hard.
Writing that down. I'm gonna check that out after podcast.
Yeah, like that song like it really slaps. Uh like the fucking phrase that is bullshit blazing, like it sounds like it doesn't make sense, but like that shit like lives in my head rent free. Like
That's a lyric.
yeah, that's like the main lyric of the game.
Holy shit.
And oh my God, the music is just so good in Guilty Gear games. Like not just Strive, but all of the Guilty Gear games.
I'm very easily lured into new things by soundtracks. So
I
here
think
we
you're
go.
very easily lured into things as long as I talk about them.
I was gonna say those are the two things, the two constants in this world. If I like
But
the song, I will check it out. If Tyus says it, even if Tyus just like acknowledges that it's slightly all right, I'm like, all right, well, gotta buy it.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, Guilty Gear Strive, they've made it more easily accessible. Whether that is to its own detriment or not, I cannot say, but a lot of the pros like that are playing the game right now, they're really enjoying it.
Well, that's a good
And
sign.
um, there's still a lot of depth to it for those who play the fighting games that like are worried that like, oh, they're dumbing down my fighting game.
Ugh,
Like, uh, there's still a lot of
new
depth to it.
funky mode.
You funky mode. Uh, but yeah, that's out, and um, I guess we could talk about the stuff that got announced at Summer Games Fest.
Yeah, the things, all the things that really stuck out in my mind, like you know.
Honestly, the thing that stuck out the most in my mind was Death Stranding's director's cut.
Wait, I didn't even see. I don't think I must have came in after that. That's a thing.
Yeah, so it shows oh god, I don't know what the character's name is, but you know
It's
Norman
Norman
Reedus.
Reedus.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
his character.
Yeah.
Um, it's fucking wild because at the end of like the trailer, they show him essentially on Shadow Moses Island from fucking like
No.
bro, it looks exactly like Shadow. Like if you've
What the
played Metal Gear Solid
fuck?
1 and you saw that, it literally just looks like Shadow Moses Island, but they're not, you know, saying Shadow Moses.
Oh my
And then
god.
like Norman Reedus is like hiding behind like a pillar and he sees some guards and like there's even like if you played Metal Gear Solid 1 you'd know about this, but there's like an open vent with like a few mice going in and out of it, which is one of the ways you can get into the fucking building
Oh my
in
god,
Metal Gear
I'm
Solid
looking at
1.
it right now.
And then he looks over to like a shelf and sees a box full of oranges. He empties out the oranges, like puts the box down on the floor and hops into it.
God damn it, dude. It- I honestly like would love if Kojima just like went fuck it and makes like the dumb Starbucks of Metal Gear Solid games.
Like it essentially looks like he's making Metal Gear Solid, but fucking in Death Stranding.
Oh, let's fucking go. What the hell? That's so funny. Oh my god, I totally didn't even see this.
Yeah, the only reason like this was the I came into the show right when this was announced, and I have a friend who's like one of the biggest Kojima fans that I know, arguably the biggest Kojima fan that I know, and I told him, dude, fucking watch the goddamn Game Fest. Like you need to watch this fucking Game Fest.
Oh my god. I'm trying to remember what I think I came in when they were talking about like that D&D game.
Oh, you came in pretty late to it because there's like another game, Lost Ark.
Lost
Uh,
Ark.
it's a Korean MMO.
Oh.
It's like a top-down-ish MMO like Diablo.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people were very excited when it got announced, and then like it never came to America.
Mhm.
But it's pretty much like what a lot of people wanted Diablo 3 to be.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of people are very excited about that.
I'm happy for those people.
Uh, there's also what else? Middle Slug Tactics
Yep,
is
that.
coming. Call of Duty Warzone is gonna have fire-breathing dragon zombies.
Oh yeah, no, I actually did see that. I'm just.
Among Us is getting new modes.
Oh yeah, that is also happening. That's good.
Oh, that reminds me, I got the I got the Jeff Keighley mask from being in the Twitch stream.
Wait, that was the thing?
Yeah. If you were in the Twitch, if you were in the Twitch stream and you
Fuck.
had drops enabled, you could get a Jeff Keighley mask for your Among Us crewmate.
Oh fuck, that's I was watching on YouTube. Fuck me. I could have gotten that. Good job.
Uh,
Good job, me.
what else? There's Solar Ash, which is the game that's being made by the Hyperlight Drifter developers,
Oh.
and it's like that. The game looks sick. They what they showed in the trailer today was it. How would it? It kind of looked like um the what the character was doing. It looked like the Sandbird level from Mario Sunshine, but good.
I was about to say, like, you're using a bad thing to describe something you claimed is very good. That fucking sandbird.
What else? There's probably a few other things. I'm just
I got
blanking out.
something that I
Oh,
popped into something that I was caught off guard on. They fucking gave a little sneak peek to the Sonic Orchestra event that's coming up. And
oh yeah.
they gave a little taste of the like Sonic Unleashed suite, and like I don't know if I've said this on stream before. Sonic Unleashed has my favorite all-time video game soundtrack, and like just the fact that like they decided to have Sonic Unleashed be the one that they were going to like show for like just the snippet to get people like to like get excited for it. I was like, "Oh my god, like thank you." Like holy shit. I love this game and I love the music mainly.
What about the Werehog levels?
What what's that? Where is a hog? Why are you looking for a hog? That's so weird. But
Uh,
I don't know, the music's so good in that game, and I'm just happy. I cannot wait for that fucking concert. First off,
no, that orchestrated like symphony was absolutely great.
yeah, it's gonna be so fucking good, and I'm surprised no one's done this fucking meme yet, and it's probably already happened by now. I just haven't seen it yet. But someone needs to like get the clip of the orchestra playing and then play the music that plays when you clear a level with a bad ranking. Because it's the orchestra and they're like messing up like the whole song as they're playing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it plays like a bad version of the main theme and it's like all the like notes are like off key and everything. Someone just
Yeah.
superimposed that over, but yeah.
I think the biggest like announcement which came at the end was Elden Ring is actually
Elden
happening.
Ring. Yo, the chat wouldn't fucking shut up about Elden Ring the entire goddamn time. They could not, like, just shitting on every single thing that was announced that wasn't Elden Ring.
Oh shit, Guilty Gear, I can install it now, thank God.
Oh my god.
But
uh,
uh yeah, I I'm gonna be real, I have no idea what the fuck Elden Ring is.
I'm gonna be real. I think, fuck, this is how we immediately make sure whoever is listening to this will never listen to this ever again or any of our opinions. But like, to me, like I just did not feel anything watching the Elden Ring trailer. Just because to me, I was like, this just kind of, then like I get it because it is the guy that did Dark Souls, but it's also with George R. R. Martin. I don't really care about Game of Thrones that much, but like it to me, it just looks like Dark Souls still. I'm like, okay, so it's just like Dark Souls with a different name. Like,
I mean, the trailer was pretty epic in my opinion.
I think the trailer was boring and full of. It wasn't boring. I just like to me. I guess just because like I'm not that maybe I'm just not that into like that kind of fantasy setting, like the dark fantasy stuff like that. I don't know.
Mhm.
I liked there was like this little pot creature with arms I liked that was in the trailer for like a split second. I'm such a fucking idiot. I'm like, there's this incredible like trailer with like top of the line like effects and graphics and like the one thing my brain like attaches onto is the stupid fucking pot guy that's probably like a joke enemy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think just because like I'm currently on my Bloodborne hiatus still and that might be a perpetual hiatus. I don't know if the Soulsborne stuff is for me. And so like knowing that this is kind of like in that same avenue, although judging from like seeing the guy on horseback, I think this one looks like it could be more like almost open world-ish. I don't know.
Mhm.
But it seems interesting. I've always, and also the other one that I wanted to get into was Sekiro, but I still have not even given that a shot. But just because like I don't know, I just don't click with me yet. Yet. I'm emphasizing yet because I actually like don't want to give up on trying out those games, but this for me in my current state of right now, Elden Ring is like not something that's on my radar for me.
See, yeah. I've never played a Souls-like game before. Well,
They're good.
I
They
own
control well.
I own Bloodborne, and I've played a little bit of it, but it didn't really hold my interest long enough for me to get anywhere with it, really.
Yeah, I feel that.
Or well, I say I own Bloodborne, but it's actually my younger brother who bought the game, so it's more like he owns Bloodborne. Uh, but it's in my house, so I guess I can play it whenever I feel like. But
Yeah, you're the yeah.
um,
You reap the rewards of this.
yeah. Um, but for me, it's uh, I don't know. I never really felt because I think I played a little bit of Dark Souls 2 when my brother bought it on Steam or whatever,
Hmm.
and my whole thing with it was it just seems like it's hard for being hard. Like it's just difficult for difficulty's sake,
Yeah.
which didn't exactly interest me too much. I mean, granted, I know that he was trying to get through one area and he was complaining about how hard it was, and I was like, dude, I bet I can do this shit. And I got through it without getting hit.
Every fucking Tyus story, it sounds like just like here's this thing that I have little to no experience with, and someone has been like working really hard and struggling with that very thing, and you just walk up and are like, oh, I could give it a shot.
No, I mean that was just one area. Like I'm fairly certain, for at least from what I've seen and from what I've heard from other people, like the game is much more difficult than just that one part that I did.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, like I'm not saying like oh it was easy or anything. It was just like I I haven't experienced the full breadth of what it can be, I guess.
Yeah, like because when I was playing Bloodborne for stream, and like it was something like I did want to do for myself just because I was like, oh, it's a challenge and like let's do some of that. And I do gotta say like the game feels good like when you like pull off a lot of like killing monsters and like you don't take a hit, like it feels like really good. And eventually like certain attacks do become like muscle memory, and I think that's kind of the intention. But yeah, like I think I understand what people see in the Soulsborne games when I beat Bloodstarved Beast after like spending like 5 weekends trying to kill it.
Fuck, what was it that you said when you beat it?
I was like I think I said like my asshole is pure. I don't. But that was like the God, this is so fucking dumb. That was like the euphoria, man. Like that was the euphoria I was feeling really like compelled me to express it in such a way.
Oh no, dude, I know I was there for it.
Yeah, you were on call. I
Yeah.
just like that moment of like actually like beating Bloodstar Beast, like I that like feeling of accomplishment is really fucking like that's a high. And like I think that is what everyone who plays these games like they are chasing that. But to me, I'm just kind of like I need a break from this shit. Like that was a lot of I keep like just thinking about all the work up to that moment.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can understand that feeling, like chasing that feeling. Particularly with Final Fantasy 14.
Mhm.
Like, I remember when my group and I when we cleared Eden 10 Savage.
Mhm.
I was so hyped that because we were stuck on it for I want to say like 2 months almost.
Oh jeez.
and like we even got it down to a 0.1% HP, and then but it cast its inner rage, which is like the end of the fight. So we lost when the
Uh,
boss had 0.1% HP. So it's like literally if
Jesus
like we just didn't make like one
Christ.
of the mistakes that we made in the fight, we cleared it.
Ugh.
And when we finally beat it, like I screamed so loud I woke up my parents and I slammed my hand on my desk so hard that I like my hand was sore for like the next day.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like you broke the table, like you full on like Hulk smashed.
No, 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 I didn't go that far, but like that feeling of euphoria was like essentially the same shit that you felt when your asshole was pure.
Yeah, but my asshole was pure. Fuck off. God damn it. But Elden Ring, uh, I'm just happy for the people who are excited for it. That's all I'm gonna like. I honestly like don't really have anything bad to say about it other than like it's just like not for me. But in time, when I see more things about it, maybe I'll come around.
Hmm.
Like ultimately, like I'll always be open to that idea.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm interested in it because I do think the game looks really cool.
Yeah, it does. It honestly does. That pot guy is it's bringing me back around.
But yeah, as I said, I know that that was like the one thing that everybody was looking forward to.
Yeah, that was the one thing when I was like just kind of like every now and then I like to see like if what the chat's spamming and see like how salty everybody is because like it's not the next AAA release that they wanted. And like everybody just unanimously just constantly being like Elden Ring, this is Elden Ring, where is Elden Ring, like why are they hiding it from us?
And
Eesh.
then they didn't.
Yep, that do be the chat though.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. I'm trying to think if there's like anything else like really released. They put 2B in Fall
Oh
Guys.
my fucking god, dude, that shit was so funny to me.
It's just like it's just caught off guard. I really was
Same.
not expecting that.
Neither was I.
It's like I don't know why, because like it just maybe to me it's like the design is so much more complicated than like past Fall Guys like things. I don't know. It's great.
Hmm.
How much art of Two Bean do you think there is already? You know what I mean.
I I don't even want to think about that, dude.
Two
The
Bean
last thing
baby.
the last thing I wanted to think about.
I guess on like I'm trying to think. There's not really anything else announced, was there?
I mean, there was a few, like they showed some
Yeah, of
stuff
course there
for
were other things.
yeah, they showed a few things, but they didn't really show like I guess a lot.
Yeah. Oh, the one thing that actually also kind of stuck out in my head from the announcements was that like Evil Dead game because I remember them announcing it at Game Awards, I believe. I think that's where it was actually first announced, and like I think the only Evil Dead movie I saw was the third one. I don't have like an attachment to the series, but like when I heard that they're making an Evil Dead game, I was just kind of like, okay, this is like a weird movie cash grab kind of game to announce. And like I still think the game doesn't really have enough to like say what's going on here, but I was genuinely impressed that like it looks polished.
Yeah, and then fuck, what was the other thing? Aren't they making like a new Payday game or something like that?
Oh, are they? I'm gonna. Oh my god! Here comes another fucking hot take. I've never liked any of the Payday games.
I never played any of them.
I had a friend that like we had the PS4 one, like me and my friend, and we always like tried to play, and like the gunplay was just fucking garbage. And like I don't know if that I've heard the PS4 version isn't the best way to play it, but like it ran at like 20 FPS. Like it was not optimized well, and like it didn't feel good to play
Hmm.
from my memory. I specifically just remember not having a good time at all, and like the minute you set off like any sort of thing that like triggers the police, like it's just you die really quick.
I
which is
see.
probably the point of the game. Like, I don't know, I could just be bad. Oh my gosh. But again, just not for me.
Yeah.
Summer Games Fest is an interesting concept.
I mean, part of me is just confused as to why they did it before E3.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Like, especially because I feel like a lot of the announcements weren't super hype aside from Elden Ring.
Yeah. And like that's what I feel like if they're gonna keep doing Summer Game Fest, that's kind of just what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like that one like game that like isn't like specifically locked down to any of the major companies. I mean, I guess technically is Elden Ring, would that be Sony?
I have no clue.
But like it's that one game that they can kind of like start off the event with.
Hmm.
But other than that, like it's kind of just a bunch of like really small little like announcements and little I don't know like tweets. It was just kind of weird. It felt like the Game Awards for the like but like minus like well it literally is. It's the Game Awards minus the awards.
It's a
Just
game.
it's just the game. The game. Come on, Jeff Keighley, don't you don't you
I'm
realize?
sorry, I do stupid shit like this all the time. Like, I was doing Final Fantasy raids last week,
Uh
and one of the guys in the group was like like I would not tell you guys to move, but I'm just paranoid. And I was like, oh my god, you're a pair of noids, and he's like, yeah, and I'm like, oh, you're the reason why my pizza goes cold.
you gotta avoid the Noid. He
And
ruins
and
pizzas.
then like one of the guys in the voice call was just like, oh my god, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Domino's has been working hard to bring the Noid back. You're really helping out.
Yeah, like I know that that he's in their latest commercial with their self-driving pizza car.
Mm-hmm. Don't like
Uh,
that. Keep
but yeah, so
avoid the Noid. This is your PSA, everybody.
avoid the Noid.
Avoid the Noid. God damn.
Ah,
Did you ever play Yo Noid too?
no.
Shit slaps. You gotta try it. Anyway. Um. Yeah. I mean, honestly, that kind of caps out my thoughts on Summer Game Fest.
Yeah, I think for me, the one thing I have to say is like I don't understand why they don't just make it part of E3 at this point.
Yeah. It
Like
honestly comes off like it could be a thing to go in between like announcement shows.
it could be a thing between announcement shows. They could do it to like start out E3 even.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't know. I feel like the potential is there. Like especially I feel like if it becomes like part of E3 proper,
Mm-hmm.
then like they could get more access to, or they might, get more potential things to reveal and whatnot.
Yeah.
Or like build hype for the actual presentations that are going to be happening on like at that E3.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because like that was the kind of the main thing like I kept thinking of when I was watching it was like this is like not attached to any of the other like big like the announcement like events that are happening over the course of the weekend. So there's not really gonna be anything announced at this that I'm gonna care about.
Yeah,
Like
like
I couldn't help but keep coming back to that thought.
yeah, I definitely understand how you feel on that.
But like it's neat and like I think maybe since it's like the first time they're doing it, they kind of like don't really know.
Hmm.
So maybe it'll evolve over the next few E3s, the next three E3s before it ends for good. I'm ending that shit right now.
It's gonna die.
I'm calling it right now. There's gonna be three more E3s, and that's it.
But let's get to the meat and potatoes of this podcast episode, I guess, and that is going to be like our predictions and
Hell
our
yeah!
like what we want to see from E3 this year.
Fuck yeah!
Do you have the schedule? Because I could send you a link to the schedule if you want it.
Yeah, actually, can I grab that?
Yeah, here you go. I'm
I
sending it to the
snagged.
Discord right now.
Feel like every day I look up a different like schedule just to like make sure I know when things are starting. Cause I know I'm gonna have to watch the fucking Nintendo Direct while I'm dropping off dogs in the or not drop but picking up dogs in the morning.
Yeah, I'm gonna be essentially I'm gonna be waking up and watching that before I start working.
Lucky. All right.
But so day one is June 12th, Saturday. And there's presentations by Ubisoft, Gearbox, and GameSpeed. And I'm not gonna lie, none of those three
That's a sleeper
interest
day. I
me
was gonna say that's a
at
sleeper
all.
day. Ubisoft is gonna announce Mario and Rabbids 2, and that's it.
I've heard that game is like actually like secretly godlike, and people
I
just
have
don't give a
too.
shit.
No, I'm not even like shitting on the game by saying that. I like legitimately have heard nothing but like great things about that game. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Even the guy that made it, like, I super respect that guy. Just like the way he cried when Miyamoto
Oh my,
showed
yeah,
up.
no, I was gonna say I remember him in tears when they announced it because like he was just so proud of it.
Yeah, like also I think did you hear this is I saw this in like a Did You Know Gaming like recently. But like he was while he was working at Ubisoft before like all this is back in like 2004 whenever when did Wind Waker come out? Was that like 2004, 3?
I think that was 2002.
Fuck. What do I know about time? Um
Yeah, it came out in December 20 or 2002, but in North America it was March 2003.
Okay, so around 2002, apparently, like he was working with like one other person at Ubisoft, and in their own free time, they were making a like a Game Boy Advance sequel to Wind Waker,
Oh,
and
I
like
remember hearing about that. Yeah.
yeah, and like they were like really really enthusiastic about it. And they had like it working. And then when they showed it to their higher ups, they got mad, like made them shut it down because it was
Yeah.
taking their attention away from what they were supposed to be working on.
Yeah, no, but I'm like it makes me really happy to see that sort of passion still around in the gaming industry.
Fuck yeah, dude. Like it's so like it tugs at my heartstrings. Like
Yeah,
really
no,
it really
it
does.
it definitely does.
So like if they give him the opportunity to do a sequel, like fuck yeah. Like that makes me really happy cuz like that game was really well received.
Yeah, yeah, I know a lot of people do want like an expanded sequel.
Yeah. So I'm all for that. I don't know if they would be announced during the Ubisoft or it would be announced during Nintendo's, but it'd be cool to
Yeah,
see a sequel to that
I'm not
game.
too sure.
The other thing I want from Ubisoft, I don't fucking know. Assassin's Creed.
Isn't Ubisoft the guys who made Rayman?
Yeah, they actually they are them.
The only Rayman game that I've played is like this educational one on the PlayStation 1 when I was like 3 years old.
There's an educational Rayman game.
Yeah, I learned how to spell with Rayman.
The fuck?
I'm not even joking.
The fuck? That I didn't even know it was. I see the game now. I did not know this was a thing.
Yeah. It wasn't even my game, it was my older cousin's game. I just remember playing it when he came over to my house.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Well,
but
that's something I
uh
definitely knew nothing about.
yeah, so I guess I know a lot of people love what's it called? Rayman. So
Yeah, it's
I
got a new
guess
Rayman.
there's that. Um Gearbox. So I know that they were making a what's it called? A spin-off game for Borderlands focused around Tiny Tina.
Yeah, I saw a little teaser on Twitter.
Yeah. So I guess they're gonna go more in depth on that.
That'll
But
be good.
I mean, I
Hopefully they
think
don't go leaving any more USB drives at medieval times, you know what I'm saying?
wait, what?
God, I should. Did you not know about that? Like the one Gearbox like president that like they went to medieval times and they left like a fucking USB stick behind it. It had like I can't remember. There was like I can't remember if it was. God, I better fucking look this up before I start doing slander on the internet. Hold on, may just cut this out. But like, I think it had on it, and then also like files for what's it called? Borderlands 3.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was big fucking yikes. Also, I need to write down the timestamp so I bleep that out. But yeah, so not great stuff, Gearbox. But I don't believe that guy works there anymore,
Good.
from what I remember.
Uh, but I guess whatever they announce is probably gonna go about well. I know that their stuff has always been very popular.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, I'm not too excited for the Saturday show.
Yeah, you can sleep in Saturday, guys. It's all good.
Then Sunday is there's 24 Entertainment's Naraka Blade Point,
Ooh.
which I have no idea what that is. Then there's the Xbox and Bethesda game showcase, which I'm actually excited for.
Yeah, that one should be good.
Square Enix's presentation. Warner Brothers Games
Freeze
is
heavily.
Back for Blood, the PC gaming show, and then the Future Games show. Um, well, for one thing, I'm excited for the Xbox presentation simply because the Xbox presentation in a previous E3 gave us uh what's it called? Devil May Cry 5.
Uh, don't hype me up.
Uh I'm not saying that they're gonna bring out like Devil May Cry 6 or anything, but
But you
um
are. But you know something I don't.
no, I'm not. I'm just it's literally just from the past of they put up Devil May Cry 5 before is the entire reason I'm like, well, might be something good in this one too, hopefully.
I like the fact that that's the only reason like why you're gonna be excited for that. It's like we want the one like not like sleep. It's like the what am I even trying? How am I trying to describe this? Just like the out of nowhere reveal.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm also excited for the Bethesda stuff because, I mean, I've played way too much Skyrim in my time,
Mm. I
and
just want to
they
see Todd in his leather jacket.
they announced
I want to see him take the
fucking,
stage next to Andrew WK. Andrew WK needs to be at every fucking Bethesda conference from now on.
uh,
Uh,
I, fuck, man. I know that guy from Destroy, Build, Destroy.
Destroy. But yes, it's so good.
But, yeah, I'm excited for whatever Bethesda has to show because, I mean, I am a fan of the games of theirs that I have played, which it's not a very long list, but I played Skyrim and I've played, well, I guess technically this is the Obsidian team, but Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah,
I've
it's
also played
Fallout New
Fallout
Vegas,
3. Well, the thing with Fallout New Vegas is I've only played like 2 hours of it.
bro.
I bought it when it was on sale, but then uh I messed up in the beginning and I don't want to redo those 2 hours, so I'm debating whether
Oh
a
fuck,
scuff beginning or if I want to just restart the whole thing again.
bro.
But like I can't skip through things and I'm just like, fuck, man.
Give it a few years, start over.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I mean, I want to see what they have because I'm hoping they show something more than just the word Elder Scrolls 6.
What that did, or what about fuck? What was their Star one?
They had a star one?
Yeah, they have like a space like first person RPG coming. What's it called? Like Bethesda. Yeah, Starfield.
Starfield.
Yeah, it was another. It was a similar trailer where it was just like a planet, and then I think there was like a satellite, and then like the title appeared.
Oh, apparently it's Bethesda's first original RPG in 25 years.
Damn, guys, you did it.
They announced it 3 years ago, and nobody knows what it is.
Wait, so I've been alive like my entire life. They haven't made a new original RPG. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. Is that
Yeah, it
true?
says it's their first original RPG in 25 years.
23 years old. What the fuck? So my whole life I've just been playing their recycled garbage.
I don't think they necessarily mean it like that. I think
Yeah, it's
they mean
just
like
like
the
actual new
brand new
IP.
IP. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Not just an adaptation of like a different studio's game or like their own in-house like Elder Scrolls.
yeah,
I see, I see. Well, that's cool. I mean, that's if anything, like I feel like I'm more interested in what they're gonna do with that.
yeah. I mean, I really enjoyed Mass Effect 3. So I guess if it's similar to that, or I mean, even if it's just like Skyrim in space, I'd be fucking down.
Yeah, no, seriously. Or you can always get the outer or fuck, I almost said Outer Wilds, isn't it? Is it Outer Worlds? Is that the one that the team that did Fallout New Vegas made?
Obsidian Entertainment, right? I think that's
Yeah,
Outer.
yeah. Outer Wilds is a totally different game.
Yeah, Outer Wilds is the Groundhog Day like game.
Yeah, the existential crisis game.
Yeah, and then Outer Worlds is
The
the
existential crisis
Obsidian
game.
Entertainment game.
It's the you belong to a corporate machine game.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, I guess there's those games. And then aside from that, Square Enix. I'm a diehard Square Enix fanboy.
Final Fantasy 16, please, please
Yeah, I
more.
want to see stuff from Final Fantasy 16. I know in previous years during E3, they've always had some stuff for Final Fantasy 14. Like,
Hmm.
it would let you take on one of the raid bosses from the next expansion early, and if you beat it, you got like a special T-shirt that said "I fought X boss and won," essentially.
Whoa, what the fuck? That's so cool.
Yeah. So they have stuff like that. Um, they might show, or I really want them to show stuff for Neo: The World Ends with You.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah, you would.
yeah, as somebody who's been preaching about the first game for fucking half my life at this point, like
Yes, yes, you
the
have.
fact they have a sequel coming out is so sick. And it looks so good too.
I love the art style.
Yeah, and
I was gonna pick up the Switch version, but I hear that that's actually not the best way to play it.
I would not entirely recommend it.
It's just like touchscreen wise, is from what I've heard.
Like honestly, if you're gonna get a port of it, I would recommend the mobile port of it.
Oh really? That's
The mobile
interesting.
port, they redesigned a lot of the game to work on mobile in a good way, in my opinion.
Hmm.
And even if you don't want to do that, I quite literally own two copies of The World Ends With You, so I could lend out my second copy to people.
Hey.
That's how much I love this game. Like when people would say like, "Oh, I don't want to buy it," I'm like, "I have a second copy. You have no excuse now."
I'm like seeing so many just like cheap, probably bootleg copies of the game on like eBay right now.
Probably. I've seen. I didn't realize how common like reproduction cards have
Bro,
become.
it's insane. Nothing is real on eBay for the Nintendo DS. Like I swear, I've bought Pokemon Heart Gold like 7 times, and every time it is not a fucking real cart because the thing is I've wanted to communicate with my fucking Pokewalker. God damn it!
I
But if
mean,
it's a replica, if it's one of these like bootleg cards, it's not gonna connect.
yeah, it doesn't have the the IR sensor.
Yeah, breaks my heart.
Yeah. But yeah, the World Ends With You. They might show some Kingdom Hearts stuff.
I'd be surprised. I mean, I guess it's been a while since really anything, huh? Besides the
I wouldn't be
one
surprised
game.
because they recently finished the mobile game.
Hmm.
And like the ending of the mobile game actually had like a huge lore dump that like kind of changed the way that a lot of people looked at the series. So it's just like, oh shit.
Really?
Yeah.
What the
Look,
fuck?
trust me, being a Kingdom Hearts fan is suffering because literally every single piece of content is like canon.
Yeah, see, I can't wrap my head around that. I still struggle with that. I've recently, cause like I've been cycling through games recently. Right now I'm playing Resident Evil 5, which is sorry, can I take a little side tangent about Resident Evil 5 really quick?
Sure, go for it.
I don't want to. This will be quick. I promise. The game is not very fun when you're playing on your own, which I've come to figure out. It just does not feel like it was designed for single player at all, which it probably wasn't. However, I've been leaving my lobby open so people could just join me, and I've experienced some shit. The very
Shit.
Yeah, the very first person who joined me was like the most normal, like it felt good. I was like, "Oh, this partner understands, like, we're going at a good pace. We kind of
I didn't even know people were
understand."
still playing Resident Evil 5 online. What the fuck?
Oh, it's because I'm playing the PS5 or I'm playing on my PS5. So I
Still playing Resident Evil 5 online? What the fuck?
yeah, yeah. And what's it called? So I just leave my game open, people join it, and the first person that joined was totally normal. It's totally cool. Second person that joined in just was like handing me stacks of pistol ammo. Just like constantly, like before we went into like the chapter, like just kept giving me pistol ammo and then giving me like infinity golden eggs, which I didn't know was a fucking thing. So I have like infinity golden eggs and like unlimited pistol ammo now because this guy just randomly joined and gave it all to me and then left. And then just lots of people changing Sheva's outfit all the time. Uh, the funny thing is, I don't know if it's because they're also playing on a PS5 and they don't realize that the controller is by default unmuted. But like sometimes it's like just a steady stream of like white noise coming in from the other, like on the speaker of my controller from their microphone, and like just like arguments in the background and like random like share like they'll just kind of like be cussing at like some stupid shit I did.
What the fuck?
But like I don't think they know that their mic is on because they're not like communicating to me.
Hmm.
It just feels really weird. Anyway, yeah, that's my experience with Resident Evil 5 right now, which is kind of making me love it. But the other thing is that I'm trying to start playing Kingdom Hearts again, and every time I start it up, Maya always goes, "No, not this one." So I go back to playing Resident Evil 5. So
Oh,
so that's my relationship. That was a long-winded way just for me to cram in Resident Evil 5 for me to say it's hard for me to get back into Kingdom Hearts at the moment.
trust me, I don't blame you.
Constant,
Like,
just constant.
I've been a huge Kingdom Hearts fan since the first game came out. Like,
I think you kind of have to be. Well, not
um,
necessarily. It's
I've played literally all of the spin-offs that have been available to me.
jeez.
Um, like I followed the lore for a really long time. It's it's a thing.
I have the Game Boy Advance one. That was like the only one I've ever owned, like legitimately, and that's from like my cousin.
A lot of people hate that one
Well, that's great.
because it's card-based and the card-based system is kind of difficult to understand at first.
Oh, that's great.
But it's like action card-based.
That makes it better
But
automatically.
but yeah, there's that. Yeah, so they might announce some Kingdom Hearts shit because the true ending of Kingdom Hearts 3 also implies that there's more shit on the way. So,
Well, that's good. I
who
mean,
knows?
I like that. I'm glad there's Kingdom Hearts content. So maybe I can just fucking bite the bullet and get in, hop on in. The
Uh,
main thing I'm just keep thinking about, I just can't get Final Fantasy 16 off my mind.
I don't blame you.
Like I just every time I see Square Enix recently, I just keep thinking about like the bits of gameplay that were in that trailer.
Because I mean, like, the team that they have working on it is like so fucking stacked.
Yeah.
They have the Final Fantasy 14 producer and writers. They have the lead combat designer from Devil May Cry. Like it's like there's no way that this game can be bad.
Not jinxing this. Like I have like I never get my expectation. I try not to get my expectations up, but like Final Fantasy 16 has broken my rule about expectations. Like I have high expectations for Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah, I mean, I think Soken is also doing the music for 16. I could be wrong about that.
Damn, if he is like that man does not stop.
He doesn't.
I I
Uh,
love him and I worry about him.
the same. I mean, I almost had a bit of a breakdown talking about him during the last podcast.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh,
Uh, okay, it's not confirmed, but like a lot of the music that was playing in the trailer was very much like it had like Soken's flair to it, so people are saying like it's probably Soken.
okay. Well, I hope it. I hope it is because he's very passionate about games, and it would be cool to see it in a main line.
Um, so yeah, Square Enix, I'm beyond excited for their presentation.
Same, same.
Warner Brothers games Back for Blood. So my only experience playing Left 4 Dead is playing Left 4 Dead 2 with like some of my cousins and my friends.
Hmm.
Like, but like very little of it.
Oh,
But
okay.
I did enjoy what I played, I guess. Like I see why it's very popular.
Yeah, I think uh like like how do I phrase this? It kind of came in at just like a really good time because there weren't very many, I guess, like co-op, like where it's like a team of four, and like everybody like it's like there's a lot of mechanics that are geared for making sure that like your team stays alive, and you all like need each other to get out, kind of thing.
Mhm.
And I go like because I was playing Left 4 Dead 2 for a while on stream recently, and I fucking back when Left 4 Dead 2 came out, like that was all I played. Like I loved that game, and I know like every map for like backwards and forwards like the back of my hand. Like I love Left 4 Dead 2, but everything that like I've seen from like Back for Blood, I'm just kind of like not that interested.
I see.
Like I honestly like no like no bad blood or anything. It's just that like the Left 4 Dead, like everything about Left 4 Dead was like so iconic to me, and like maybe it's just my nostalgia talking, but like this comes off to me like it's like the Temtem like effect, I guess.
I
I'm just
see.
like, oh, here's like it's it's back, air quotes, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like ultimately like I want it to be good, and like maybe it will be. Everything I've seen from like gameplay wise, it just kind of seems like they made some things a little bit more complicated, which is like what I don't think Left 4 Dead needed at all,
Yeah,
or
I
like just
mean,
that like
I feel
concept.
like part of the joy of Left 4 Dead was that it wasn't complicated in the slightest.
Oh yeah, no.
It was literally just kill zombie.
Well, yeah, and like even the like special infected designs, like you could tell what they did just by looking at it, but from all the special infected stuff in here, like they all look like hulking like big masses. I mean, like they're not all like big hulking masses, but like it's not as like clearly defined as like all the special infected from Left 4 Dead. They were all the special infected in Left 4 Dead were like their own like characters with how they were designed, but all these ones kind of seem very disposable.
Hmm.
I'm like, yeah, it's just I mean, like, yeah, at the end of the day, it's not gonna be Left 4 Dead, and like that's okay. I think I just need to let go of that. I don't know if I'll play it really. I'll probably wait to see it like how it it is, but that's kind of yeah. I mean, coming from a Left 4 Dead like fanboy, that's kind of like my take on Back for Blood right now because I've so far from all the other like Left 4 Dead like fans and stuff like that, from what I've seen, like they've been in love with like everything coming out from it, but I feel like I've just kind of been like, oh, this seems like more complicated. It reminds me of like playing Black Ops like I think it was like Black Ops 4 Zombies mode after like the last Zombies mode I played was Black Ops 1 and being like, what the fuck is like all of this?
I see, I see.
It's like why did they add so much stuff? But,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's like that's my take on Back for Blood.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like I know people have wanted more Left 4 Dead, and it seems like that's what they're trying to do. So I'm like, for the people who are excited, great. For those who aren't, just I guess
I'm
like I always
sorry.
say, don't don't yuck of it someone else's yums.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, like, don't yuck someone else's yums and don't fucking send death threats online, please.
Yeah, no, like that's the bare minimum of what you should be doing.
Like, Jesus Christ, is it so hard?
Yeah. Also, something else I forgot to mention for Square Enix is something that I know a lot of people want them to do is announce more HD 2D games,
Yeah.
which uh I would be super fucking down for. Like if they did, for example, like an HD 2D remake of like say Final Fantasy VI or any of the older Final Fantasies,
Yeah.
I'd be super, super down for that.
In my head, 6 is kind of begging for it.
Yeah, because it's kind of the one that got shafted in terms of remakes.
Hmm.
So, like, and it's also a very widely loved and critically acclaimed Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, I feel pretty confident saying if they're gonna start anywhere with the 2D HD remakes, it's gonna be 6.
Hmm.
Like, I feel very confident in that.
Yeah. Let's see. Aside from that, I'd also want to see some more stuff for Project Triangle Strategy, and
Oh,
maybe
fuck yeah.
like I know that this is a mobile game, and I know people hate mobile games, but I'd love it if they brought the Octopath Traveler mobile game to America.
Yeah. No, fuck yeah.
Um, but I think that's it for Square Enix. I can't think of much else.
I technically have one for Square Enix, but I wrote it down for under for Nintendo's, just because like I want it to come to the Switch specifically.
Go
But
for it. Go for it.
I'll just say it here. I really want them to port and this kind of stems from because I was listening to somebody talk about some predictions earlier today, and someone thinks that or someone was predicting that they'll do Final Fantasy VII remake on Switch or like have like a streamed version. I don't think
It,
that's likely.
as much as I would love that, I don't think the Switch can handle Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah, I really don't think so, but I do think that like Square Enix would be interested in like having Switch owners like experience like some form of a Final Fantasy VII remake, which is why I propose that they port over that like that upcoming mobile release that has like all the different Final Fantasy VII. You know what I'm talking about. We talked about this
Yeah,
back,
yeah. Um, Shit, I know what you're talking about because it does seem very interesting.
but it's essentially another remake of Final Fantasy VII. But it was and it includes like Crisis Core and a bunch of other like side content. But what I'm predicting is that they are going to hope like this is just what I want. I'd like them to release it on the Switch and almost in a similar way to when they were like Final Fantasy 15 is coming to the Switch and then they released the mobile version.
I think it's already on the Switch.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that
Yeah.
like I think in a similar way that they did that, I'm like, "Oh, well if they
Oh,
want to
okay, okay,
like
yeah. Sorry, I
yeah.
misunderstood.
Oh yeah, no, sorry.
Yeah,
It's all good. But like in that similar way where it's like they're trying to get that people that want that Final Fantasy experience, hey, we have a version coming to Switch.
yeah. I just looked up the name of it. Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis,
There we go. Yeah.
and that's the one that's gonna have everything from before Crisis Final Fantasy VII to Dirge of Cerberus Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, yeah. And then also they're gonna bring the battle royale to the Switch too. Anyway, we gotta see more about that battle royale.
Dude, I'm pre-registered for it.
Fuck, I didn't even know you could do it.
Yeah, I mean, like it's so cheesy, but I just want to give it a shot.
I'm genuinely curious. When you play it, we gotta talk about it on podcast.
I'll definitely bring because I've played like PUBG Mobile
Mm-hmm.
and I've played like other like mobile like shooting type games.
Mm-hmm.
PUBG Mobile is just full of Chinese bots that don't do shit, so it's really
Great.
easy to win.
Hopefully there
Um,
aren't as many bots in this.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
But yeah, like I I would like for Square Enix to bring more of their properties over to the Switch if possible. Like
Yeah,
just because one, the Switch is probably my favorite console of all time. Like
that easily is for me.
yeah, and um a lot of their stuff started on Nintendo,
That's also true.
so it just feels like almost like right for them to do that.
Yeah, I mean, like, just to have a console where you can easily just have all Final Fantasies accessible, like, that'd be great.
I mean, to be fair, the Switch does have a shitload of Final Fantasies
Oh yeah,
already on
it
it.
does.
Like I have what? I have Final Fantasy 8, Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 10, Final Fantasy uh 10 2, or yeah, 10 and 10 2 actually
Yeah, they
thinking
came
about it.
together.
Um Final Fantasy 15 is available technically through Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age. Um, you like a lot of the fucking Final Fantasy titles are on Switch already.
Is 13 on Switch?
No,
13,
no,
13
13
too?
not on Switch. No.
Really? I thought they were. I don't know why. I guess I just must be thinking of 12. Uh,
Mm, But yeah,
bring them to Switch. Just bring them to Switch. That's all I want.
yeah, I guess something else I'd be interested in is hearing more about the Dragon Quest stuff.
Yeah,
But that's just me being a huge Dragon Quest nerd.
yeah. Part of me feels like the Dragon Quest like announcement was kind of like so recent. Like I don't what I really am dying to see is just gameplay of 12.
Same.
Like I need to know like what that game's going to look like.
Yeah.
That is the one thing that's throwing me, and I've never even fucking played Dragon Quest, and I'm now like just from seeing the logo, I'm like, what is this? What are they gonna do?
Speaking of Dragon Quest, I've been playing through more of 11 recently, and like I'm always shocked at the graphical fidelity that you can get with the Switch.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like honestly, I think Final or not Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest 11 looks amazing on the Switch.
damn. Okay, I remember playing the demo and actually being really impressed.
Yeah, and it's also like it's got like it tugs at my nostalgia by giving you the option to play with the pixels with the pixel graphics.
Yeah, that's insane. Because what's it called? I was briefly playing around with it on PC because I bought it. If those viewers who remember the previous episode, but yeah, like when I saw that, like I thought that was just kind of like a little gimmick thing. I didn't realize you could do the whole game like that.
Yeah, yeah. For me, that's really, really cool.
It's super cool.
But I think, and then there's the PC gaming show and the future games show, and I don't exactly understand what they mean by that.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Um, as somebody who is, I guess, relatively new to the world of PC gaming, I'm not like I don't know exactly what to expect, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like I guess I have a computer that can run games. The main thing is buying a computer that's meant for video editing and one that's good for gaming just happily work together very well.
Mm-hmm.
That's the situation I've found myself in.
Mm. Yeah.
But PC gaming show.
Yeah, PC gaming show, and then I don't know what they mean by future games show.
Is Future Games a studio, or is that just a vague concept?
I literally have
The
no
concept
clue.
of future games?
Um, future game show powered by WD Black. Spectacular hosted by actors Troy Baker and Laura Bailey.
What?
Um, Games Radar flagship digital games. Future games will feature 40 multi-format games with a mix of developers, interviews, fresh gameplay, and world premieres from partners including Sega, Private Division, Team 17, Exceed Games, and more. So I guess it's just like a bunch of games that are gonna be coming out that are on multiple platforms that don't have a developer like show for a developer show for the Z3.
God damn, that's confusing.
Yeah.
Well, if Sega announces more Sonic details, you know how I'll react.
You're gonna love it, right?
You
You're gonna
know,
play Sonic 2022.
Sonic Breath of the Wild. Let's go.
But
Uh,
so we got after that we got the Monday show. We
let's go.
have Verizon, which
Dude, yes.
I assume they're just gonna be talking about mobile, like the fucking our 4G, 5G network is
You and I
perfect
both
for
have been
playing.
injected with the 5G. Like, what else are they gonna do to us?
They're gonna talk. I'm pretty sure they're just gonna talk about like fucking our 5G network is perfect for playing all your competitive mobile or all your mobile games on.
Tyus, are you
Uh,
telling me you're not gonna wake up at 9 to hear those exact words come out of a man in a suit?
I'm not.
Ah, come on. You're not a real
Uh,
gamer.
in television, which I'm not sure what that is about.
I didn't know Intellivision was even still around.
There's the Take-Two interactive panel,
Nice. They're
mythical
gonna.
games, which I assume is like games that take place in like mythical times or whatever. I'm not sure.
I thought it was like the concept of like games that are like mythical.
Yeah, maybe that is. I'm not sure.
one
Uh,
of us, one of us is onto something.
the indie showcase, which
That'll be
I'm
fun.
excited for. I love indie games.
Silk Song? They're gonna show Silk Song? Are we finally gonna see anything about Silk Song for the love of God?
Maybe. There's freedom games, which is that what they're calling sandbox games now or whatever?
I guess so. It's weird to me that they're doing these like not genres, but what
Cryptic
are
word.
these like categories? Like yeah.
Um, Then, which they're like an esports group.
Oh, that's cool.
Um, they do like content creation, and I know they do esports coverage and whatnot as well.
Hmm.
So I'm not entirely sure what they're gonna be doing at E3. There's Capcom, which
The
I'm
only
beyond
thing
excited
I've
for.
cared about so far. I'm being mean.
And then there's the Razer presentation.
Oh my god, yes, more LED light up everything, please.
Uh, I mean, I think we kind of went over the fact that we don't really give a shit about most of these things.
Yeah, I feel like the only one that the only thing I really feel compelled to talk about is Capcom, obviously.
Yeah, again, huge Capcom fanboy from my side at least.
Yeah, I'm a newly converted Capcom fanboy.
Are you newly converted?
Yeah, because I feel like I always liked Monster Hunter. I always liked like what am I thinking?
Devil May Cry.
Yes, Devil May Cry, thank you. And then like recently with getting into Resident Evil, I've kind of just like I feel like I'm now like going down the rabbit hole of
Well,
Capcom games.
didn't you have you played Mega Man games?
The only Mega Man game I ever played was the Game Boy one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that and X, but I was never good at X.
Oh, I mean, I love pretty much like most of Capcom's titles.
Mm.
Um, my God, I know that there's because like this is the 25th anniversary of the Mega Man Battle Network series,
Mhm.
and I know a lot of people are hoping that Capcom gives a Mega Man Battle Network collection similar to like the Mega Man Classic Collection and the Mega Man X
Oh, that'd be
collections that they already
awesome.
have, which like a lot of people really, really want, and I'm part of that demographic myself.
I think
Um,
were there two of those games on the Game Boy Advance?
there were six.
Fuck. Okay, so I just only have two of them then.
And aside from that, three, four, five, and six all had like Pokemon style split copies.
Oh, okay.
So in reality, there was 10 of them.
Shit. So I wonder if I only have one. I just have both sides because it's another one of those things where it was handed down from my cousin. I just never played it.
Those games cost a shitload of money now, by the way.
Well, wait, you really?
Yeah, I'm not joking.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like I think Mega Man Battle Network 5, my friend was showing me was like $70 or something.
Well, I'm not gonna sell it, but like
Let's see, shopping for Mega Man Battle Network 5.
I have Mega Man and
Um,
Bass.
I don't think that one is worth that much.
But it's Mega Man and Bass.
It's not bass, it's bass.
Bass.
No,
The
it's fucking
fish.
music.
Oh my god, I need now I want to play Mega Man and Bass Pro Shop. Fuck.
Uh, but um, in terms of stuff that I want to see from Capcom, I mean, obviously, stuff from their fighting game division is what I'm always looking forward to.
Do you
Um,
think a new Marvel versus Capcom is gonna happen anytime soon?
I don't know. I
It
mean,
would be.
personally, I would love it if they did because I'm actually a huge fan of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Like, I really love the things that they did with the combat in that game
Mhm.
feel really great.
I watched like a
But
documentary on that game recently. It all makes sense now.
yeah, I mean, like they were pushing so hard for the fucking like MCU look and the like
Yeah.
the epic story mode and everything,
Yeah.
but the game just doesn't look good or sound good.
It really. Yeah.
It plays great though.
That's like literally the entire like I forgot like what YouTube channel did it, but the documentary was literally just talking about like all the troubles around that, and then when the game came out, like it literally like anytime it touched on the actual gameplay, it was like, oh, the gameplay was received really well. I was like, oh,
Was it
okay,
What Happened by Mapic Muscles maybe?
yeah, it's probably.
But yeah, the gameplay is super solid. The looks and sound is absolute dog shit.
Yeah, I don't know, because like
Um,
part of me is like, well, now that Marvel, at least like the Disney Marvel, like got back X-Men and all that, it's like, hey, maybe they would feel more inclined to let that happen and maybe be more stylized and not just try to be corporate synergy.
I would hope so, but to be fair, I'm not getting my hopes up.
I just want my cactus friend Amingo back.
Only in Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Bring him back. The fuck?
Uh, aside from that, um, you know, anything Devil May Cry related, I'll fucking explode over.
Yeah, I was saying like DMC4 or DMC on Switch.
I'd be super down for that. I mean, DMC 3 special edition on Switch feels amazing with the ability to style change in DMC 3.
Still need to buy it.
Like honestly, it's such a fucking game changer.
I believe you.
Um
Ugh.
What else? I mean, anything Mega Man related, I'd probably be really excited for too.
I think I think they're gonna announce the first Monster Hunter crossover.
Well, they already announced the. Well, that reminds me actually. Um, Capcom put out a tweet uh about some of the things they're going to be showing at E3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I forgot about that. Let me bring that up. Um, 'Cause I remember talking about it with some friends earlier. Uh,
It
E3,
says that
E3.
they're gonna kill a Mingo live on stage.
They're
No.
just gonna shove a grenade into a cactus.
They're gonna make me
Okay.
watch.
Um, they're gonna be. They said, join us for the Capcom showcase at E3 2021 for news on our latest games lineup, including The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, Monster Hunter Stories 2, Monster Hunter Rise, and Resident Evil Village.
Okay.
But that's just what they've that's just stuff that they're including, which means it's not everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I would like to see I mean, like, personally, like, uh DMC stuff, obviously. Like I said, Street Fighter stuff or any fighting game stuff really. Mega Man stuff would be really cool as well.
Yeah. I I remember 'cause I heard about this one the thing I was listening to today. Apparently like it leaked a while ago that some branch of Capcom they're like working on a it's like a Switch like limited exclusivity Resident Evil game.
Hmm. I see. I'm
Which
not sure.
I would like if it's true. I think it'd be interesting if they do like almost like a Monster Hunter Rise approach where they do a like limited exclusivity
Oh,
Resident
so you're
Evil.
like like Resident Evil 4, it's a GameCube exclusive.
Hey, it would be with tradition. That's what we call tradition. Oh my
Hmm.
god.
I love that that shit was supposed to be a GameCube exclusive.
Nothing kills me more than seeing the GameCube box art and saying only four on the top left corner. It's
Only for Nintendo GameCube and PlayStation 2 and Xbox and Wii and PS3 and
and
Steam
iPhone and Android and Google Play Store and
and your Amazon TV.
well, love Capcom though. I love
Yeah,
Resident Evil.
I love Capcom and I love pretty much like anything that it releases. So like
That's yeah.
I'm I'm gonna be excited no matter what. Like Monster Hunter Stories 2, I just get more and more excited with the more stuff that they show for it.
I just thought of something. Something just came into my head, and I kind of don't know if I hate this or if I would love this.
Hmm.
Capcom comes out on stage in the middle of their announcements, and screen goes black. All of a sudden, it's a movie trailer. They're making a Devil May Cry movie, and it's gonna be directed by the guy that did Monster Hunter and Resident Evil.
Oh, I think I would shoot myself on stream.
He cast Mila Jovovich as Dante. Oh my fucking god. I bet what would probably happen legitimately if he directed a Devil May Cry movie, Dante wouldn't be the main character anymore, and Lady would be the main character, and Lady would be played by Mila Jovovich.
Oh, as much as I love Lady, I'd fucking hate that.
Yeah, exactly. Like I could see that being the thing that would happen. Ugh. Okay, I'm getting that out of my head now.
They're gonna
Capcom.
announce a live action Devil May Cry series on Netflix.
It's like an actual like gritty, dark, like serious drama.
I just want to see somebody like fucking doing all the flips and shit that Dante would do.
What I would literally like, I want to see this so bad, because like even the creators of the show, because it's that Castlevania animated show on Netflix,
Oh
and the
yeah,
studio that did it, they said they want to make a Devil May Cry show and have like a crossover.
Yeah. I do actually remember that, and I'd be so fucking down for that.
That would be like so fucking cool. Like, why? Why can't they just do this?
Can you imagine fucking Dante teaming up with one of the Belmonts?
I want to see some fucking
That'd actually
like
be so sick.
some banter with like dry deliveries from Alucard and shit. Like, oh my god, it'd be so good.
Oh my god, just fucking what is a man? And Dante just fucking talking shit.
Like, it's literally like it can't fail, especially if it's the people behind the Castlevania animated show.
Yeah.
I don't even play Castlevania, but I love the show.
I've played. I really want to play Symphony of the Night at some point because I played uh Koga Igarashi.
Hmm?
I played his the game that he made after leaving Konami, which was
Oh.
Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
That game is fucking great.
From what I've heard, yes, it is.
Also, they also announced recently that they're making a sequel to it.
Oh, seriously, that's great.
Yeah, I forgot they announced that like last week, I think. But
Oh, dang, that recent
I'm
too?
yeah, I'm really fucking excited for that game.
Shit, that's
Like,
awesome.
yeah, so like oh my god. Like it really makes me want to play Symphony of the Night because I know that that's when Castlevania took the turn to be more like that.
Yeah,
So yeah, I mean,
Metroidvania.
yeah, the Vania part of the Metroidvania. But yeah. So then after that we have the final day of E3, Tuesday, June 15th, and we have
Right.
the Nintendo Direct, then Bandai Namco's presentation, Eureka Studio, and then GameSpot Play for All showcase and the official
Yes.
E3 2021 award show.
The only thing I care about so far on this day is the GameSpot Play for All showcase. That's about it. Sorry, Chief.
And you don't even care about the like Nintendo Direct?
No, dude. GameSpot Play for All showcase, buddy.
Hell
That's all
yeah.
gonna be. They're gonna fucking bring back that one game Platinum Studios was supposed to make for Xbox One. Dragon one? Fuck, what was it?
I have no idea what you're talking
I was
about. That's
hyped for
weird.
this game so bad. Now I can't even remember the name. This this reference is dead. Don't worry. Anyway, Nintendo is clearly the one that we want to talk about first.
Well, for me, there's Nintendo, and
Bandai
I'm also
Namco.
excited for Bandai
Yeah,
Namco.
yeah. Do that.
um, but Nintendo, what do we want to see from Nintendo?
I have a many thing written down in terms of this. Well, first off, let's just get this fucking out of the way. Will there or will there not be a Switch Pro?
Um, I don't know because, people have been saying that there's going to be a Switch Pro like every month for the past like 2 years.
I really, for the love of like, for the life of me, just I don't want there to be a Switch Pro ever, and then I want all these like Switch Pro people to just like basically form like a cult around this idea. Like they all double down, saying like it's coming.
Trying to summon it.
Yeah. Like I don't know, just because of like all the like all the constant leaks of the Switch Pro, it's like I really just don't want it to be real because of that. If that
Yeah,
makes
I
sense.
mean, I don't know how I feel because I love my Switch, but then, sometimes games do have a bit of like a frame drop or they just, like the Switch dies really fast playing some games in handheld mode.
Yeah.
And like for a really long time, I was super happy with my old like first gen 3DS.
Hmm.
And when I finally upgraded to the new 3DS XL, I was like, this is so much nicer.
No, yeah, I literally could not go back after I switched.
Yeah, like the bigger screen, the longer battery life. Like,
It just felt better in my hands. I was like,
yeah, it really did, which is why like I don't want to Switch Pro because a Switch is considerably more expensive than a 3DS,
Oh yeah,
but
easily.
at the same time, it's like, I mean, I know if I buy a Switch Pro, I'm gonna be using that shit like pretty much every day.
Yeah. Part of me wonders like if like because like this is like where my brain goes. I'm like, okay, Switch Lite is only handheld. The Switch regular is like, you get best of both worlds. Would the Switch Pro be a strictly docked console, do you think?
I would sincerely hope not because I love the biggest reason why I love my Switch is the fact that I have handheld mode.
That is literally the only reason why the Switch is my favorite console is the fact that it's so versatile. Like you can do so much with it.
Yeah, because I legit rarely play in docked mode. We've talked about this before, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty much always using my Switch in handheld mode.
Yeah, you and I are weird like that. I'm always on docked mode, but anyway.
It's just easy, man.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Like you can just lay down and chill.
I can lay down and like sit my back up and look at the TV. It's all
No, dude, full like 180 degrees. Your back is just like flat on your bed.
good.
Have your Switch in your hands.
Yeah, just don't drop it on your face.
I've done that a lot, okay?
There we go. There we go.
But I mean, it's also just like convenient for me as somebody who uses the bus a lot to get around.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Makes those hour-long bus rides like fucking non-existent in my brain.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Um, but so what game announcements do you want to see?
I
Oh,
really
first
hope.
off,
Oh yeah.
because I mean they're probably going to announce it, but Smash DLC character,
Yeah, I personally think they're gonna do both.
both of them.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna cap it off.
Yeah, the same way that they did with Hero and Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
So who do you think they're gonna announce?
I honestly like my dream. This is so stupid. I think I've told you this before, but it's like my dream for like capping it off. I want them to just fucking just put Sakurai in the game as a fighter.
Sakurai?
Like I just want them just to straight up put Sakurai in the game. It's like just as like the final like love letter, just be like, because I get the vibe that this is like the last Sakurai directed Smash Bros game. I just have this vibe that this is like the last one.
Hmm.
And like if it is like I just think it would be such a fun way to like end the era by being like, yeah, we just fucking put him in the game. It's like we
I
wouldn't be
see.
here without him, and like all this shit wouldn't have been possible. And like also like I guess like you could argue I guess like the me kind of allows that to happen, and like even if you would probably talk to like Sakurai about it, he would probably even also probably say like the me is the way to have him in the game. But
Hmm.
like oh god, I just think it would be really like out there funny, and I think it would be pretty hyped just to like have like a real fucking person that's like modeled into the game. He's just like just him in like a suit. It's like playing. I don't know. And then as for like anyone else, like I honestly like I really just want Dante like so badly. I feel like it's unrealistic at this point, but like at this the only character that would really make me like beyond hyped would be Dante.
Yeah, I don't blame you with that. Um, Dante would probably be pretty high up there on my like characters that I'd want to see. It'd
Hmm.
probably like, I mean, for me, number one is Virgil.
Oh yeah,
Like,
obviously.
I'm a Virgil simp.
You're a highly motivated person, so makes
Yeah,
sense.
I'm highly motivated. I need more power. The fucking foolishness. The end.
God damn it, dude.
But so Virgil would probably be for me, like just going off like I guess like the most far out ideas possible. The Final Fantasy 14 rep would be fucking sick.
Holy dude, you're dreaming. You're
I
fucking
am.
dreaming.
I am.
That would be awesome, but
Like
you're
this is me.
dreaming.
Yeah, no, like this isn't me saying like I expect this to happen. This is like the stuff of my dreams. Like if they put
Oh, I respect that. Holy shit.
like the protagonist, quote unquote, of Final Fantasy 14, like the one
Hmm.
that they show in the cinematic trailers and like
Yeah,
using
neutral
like
Ned over
different
here.
shots.
Yeah, Warrior of
Uh,
Light.
yeah, if they show like if they had him and Virgil, that would be like the stuff of my dreams. Like not Dante, I want fucking Virgil.
That would be so fun. Like I could see so many people being upset and being like fucking anime more anime swordsman. Fucking damn
What I have to say to those people is, fuck off.
it. They don't get it. They don't get it. This was
I
the only
am
way.
I am the biggest anime swordsman defender.
Yeah, I'm kind of in that camp. I don't really
Uh,
like. I just don't really care as long as like the character is fun to play.
yeah. Um, I mean, like, let's see, other things that I think would be cool. Zagreus from Hades
Ooh,
would be sick.
it'd be it'd be good to have like an actual like indie rep that is like, just straight up a full character, not just a skin.
Yeah. Um, can't think of too much because like I don't know.
Also, I just
Like,
realized Steve is in the game. Anyway, sorry.
yeah,
Go on.
Minecraft Steve is in
Minecraft.
fucking
Yeah,
Smash.
he is that indie rep, I guess.
Can you really count? Does Minecraft still count as an indie game?
Not anymore, but when it started, it was. I guess humble
Yeah.
beginnings. But yeah, it's definitely not now.
I mean, I guess a separate Mega Man rep, but not from like Mega Man Classic would be really cool for me. Like, I'd love to see like Mega Man X, Battle Network, Legends, fucking Star Force, like
Dang,
is Mega Man Zero. Mega Man Zero Zero would actually be so sick.
like the character Zero.
Yeah, so there's a separate Mega Man franchise called Mega Man Zero,
Oh, and you play no, no. I am aware of this. I'm aware of this now.
and that
My
oh
brain
my
just too
god,
slow.
that that Zero is so fucking cool.
Oh my god. What am I
So
fighting for?
I love that clip. I showed you that clip, right?
Yeah, I've seen all the cutscenes from that game.
Yeah, no, but the like Mega Man Zero's like interpretation of Zero is just like the coolest character.
Damn.
Like, and if they added him, that would be really, really sick. But I don't know. Like, it feels like there's so many different things that they could add. Because I mean, like when they fucking dropped the bombshell of, oh, we're fucking adding Joker from Persona 5 as the first DLC character.
That to me will still forever be like the most like hyped I think I've been.
It's like, how do you top that?
That was
You can't top
such
that.
that was such a fucking amazing out of nowhere reveal. Like in the middle of the Game Awards. Like
Yeah, and
what?
it was just before the game came out too. Like literally minutes before the game came out.
Yeah,
Like you just can't top that shit.
so fucking good. Okay, do you think Fighter Pass 3 is possible?
I really don't know because like ah it could be possible, but at the same time I don't expect it.
There's like part of me that feels like, it's like honestly, you could just make money forever doing this. But the more fighter passes there are, I feel like that kind of like cheapens, I think, this like how special Smash Bros feels to me. I don't know why. I can't like put my finger on it. Like I think it's just because at that point it becomes more evident that like if you're just doing it for money rather than like making sure that like we have representatives to like fill out like the actual gaming like history.
You see, I don't exactly feel like that simply because I feel like they've done a lot of justice to every single representative that they've added.
That's true.
Like it doesn't feel like they're the only one that I feel like they just kind of put in there just to put in there is fucking Steve from Minecraft.
I'm surprised you didn't say Byleth, but anyway.
Well, it's like very iffy for me because I get why they put Byleth in Smash. Like, what was it? Fire Emblem Three Houses is the best selling Fire Emblem game.
Yeah. Don't get me
And like,
wrong, I like Byleth, I was just saying.
yeah, no, like, uh, it's like the only reason I say that that I don't see Byleth like that. I mean, like, even then I get why they put Steve into the game. I just
I'll never understand.
I don't think it fits into a fighting game.
Steve. He he is banned. He is not allowed to play. He needs to pick up his blocks and go home. I think like where my like feeling of like because I don't think any of the DLCs have been like a cash grab at all. And like even like a Fighter Pass 3 I don't think necessarily means it'd be a cash grab. I'm just like I think I'm more so thinking about like way down the line, like if they did like a Fighter Pass like 11, and it's like
Yeah,
how are you maintaining this?
yeah, I agree with that. Like, I think ultimately the best thing that they can do is just like limit, I guess, almost the number of characters that they put in
Yeah.
and just keep that consistent level of high quality that they do.
Oh yeah.
Um, but I'm not sure. I don't know if they're gonna do a Fighter Pass 3 because I think didn't Sakurai say that Fighter Pass 2 was like the end of the DLC?
I don't know if he honestly he could have. I don't remember seeing anything like that though.
Um,
Gonna need the sauce on that.
yeah, yeah. So, Sakurai said that Fighter Pass 2 would be the last DLC for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
All right, good. I think that's good.
Um, uh, and I mean, they could retroactively backtrack on that.
The money
Um,
speaks louder than I think.
but I'm not sure if because I feel like if they do that, like people would be up in arms because like they're just going to be working Sakurai to death at that point.
Yeah, like let the guy chill. Let him
Yeah,
just retire. Honestly, at this point, if he wants to, I'm not gonna make a man retire. I'll
but
break his hands. That'll make him retire. Anyway, go on.
yeah, but yeah, I cannot even remotely try to predict who they're going to be adding.
Yeah, me neither. And that's kind of the fun of it. Just gonna ride the ride.
Yeah, I mean, like, because you see quote unquote like leaks about who they're adding all the
Yeah,
time.
the most recent one is the Doom. Was it the Doom guy?
I I cannot see them adding the Doom guy.
Yeah, I that sounds like a meme to me. I don't think it's the Doom. Like I, I don't think it's the Doom guy. I think the only point of evidence was that like the Doom Twitter like was posting some sussy shit or something. Like I don't even
They're gonna add Among Us to Smash.
real talk. If they the fucking internet would fucking break down. Like there would be riots in the street if they added
Look,
Among Us as just a me costume. Like
because I mean, yeah, like I was gonna say, like you saw what happened when they announced Sans as
it's
a
gonna be it's
costume.
gonna be bigger than that if they fucking add Among Us.
Yeah.
You could change the color based on the color of the me. Oh my god, they could do it. They really could.
Uh, but yeah. So I guess aside from Smash, what else do you want to see from the Nintendo showcase, the Nintendo Direct?
I I really want to see Bayonetta 3.
Bayonetta 3?
Yeah, that like it's been like We just like haven't seen anything. The game's been being worked on since the Switch came out,
Well, I
or
know
at least
Platinum
we've known
Games,
about
like
it.
they've, if I'm not mistaken, they were saying something like they had to like hire new people for it.
Oh dang, I didn't even know that.
I know that the same happened with Retro Studios and
Metroid.
Metroid Prime 4.
Dang. Yeah,
Uh
any
but yeah,
sort of
they announced
update.
Bayonetta 3 like 4 years ago at this point.
Yeah, like yeah, any sort of update about Bayonetta 3 would be just good. I'm worried
Yeah.
about that game. I'm really worried about that game. 1 and 2 are so good. Little worried. But yeah, that's one that I'm really wanting to see. How about you?
Um that's the thing. I can't even think about what I want to know about, like what I want to see coming.
Want to know it all? You never saw it
Like
coming.
I mean, like, I guess, speaking of that, like, a Persona 5 Royal port onto the Switch wouldn't be half bad.
Yeah, I'm still. I want Personas 3 through 5. Fuck it, just put them all on. Put them all on there. What are you doing? It's so easy. The thing is, because like I think I told you, it's like I want to play Persona 3 at some point, and like from what it's not like that difficult to get like a way to play it. You know, obviously emulators and stuff like that. But like if they made a version of the like PSP game that like maybe they like I don't know, like gave it an actual because isn't it like a map that you navigate rather than walking around
On P3
on
Portable, yeah.
yeah. Like what if they actually were able to do P3 portable but have it like 3D like on Switch or something. Like I don't know. Maybe that's too much work, too much complicated, but like it'd be
I mean,
cool.
honestly speaking, I don't think it'd be too much work because the PS, like, they could honestly probably just port P3 Fez onto the Switch
Yeah.
and then, like, add the P3 portable content to it and call it like P3 Fez Plus or something like that.
Like that'd be so cool. And like it's a game I want to play and experience and like to have it all on the Switch would be a fucking dream.
Persona 3 brought me to tears multiple times.
That's all that I
Like,
hear about that game is
that that game is like fucking legendary.
that's the thing. I hear it's like one of the best endings in video games.
Oh my god, the ending still gives me chills. Like I actually have goosebumps right now just thinking about it.
I'm I gotta fucking get to it.
Like I said, man, you can borrow my PS3 or my PSP and play it if you want.
I mean I do have a PSP, so all I need to do is borrow the game
Yeah,
if you're okay with that.
I'm totally fine with that.
Yay. At some point, at some point this is going to happen.
Yeah.
Um
What else? I mean, obviously I'd be like I said before, a Mega Man Battle Network collection on Switch would be really sick.
hell yeah.
Um,
Do you think we'll see anything Breath of the Wild 2 related?
I'd like to hope so, just because when was the last time, or when did they announce Breath of the Wild 2? Was that like 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
I think at this point, yeah, 2 years ago. Oh wait, no, someone calculated this. It's literally been the same amount of time that they like revealed Breath of the Wild 1 like for the Wii U. Like the not like before it even had a name, like that like teaser trailer that had like blue Link and no one understood like what the hell was going on.
Yeah, the one where
We're
he like brings out the Guardian Arrow and you see it like open up and like start glowing and
yeah,
shit.
we're in the same like amount of time that like it took between that and the game's release to like the sequel and now.
Oh, as of today, it's actually officially been 2 years since
Yep.
it's been like brought up.
I
So
I
I
mean, like
mean,
they already said that we're not really gonna see like, or they didn't say that we're not gonna see, but they did say like they're gonna do a Breath of the Wild 2 direct like later in the year to like fully flesh it out. But the optimist in me is saying we'll probably see a new trailer and maybe it'll have like some more snippets of gameplay, but then we're not gonna see anything else until that direct.
yeah, I do think that that's probably what's going to be the case, simply because, um, well, one, I'm pretty sure COVID hit them hard.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Um, but uh, I would like to see stuff for Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah, so badly. I have so many questions. Please have Zelda be playable.
Oh, I hope so, man.
Co-op would be so cool.
Co-op would be cool. Just like having different playable characters would be cool.
Yeah, please,
Um,
Nintendo.
like it'd be really cool if they did like a kind of RPG party thing where you find like you get like, like almost like the champions, you get like a different like party member from each of the races, and like there's like different parts where you have to switch between them.
I want the Bolson Company people to be in my party.
Oh hell yeah!
Please. Please.
Make Terrytown 2.
Oh my fucking god, I want that so badly. I want
Uh,
Breath of the Wild 2 so bad.
but yeah, I guess I mean, I don't know if they do this because generally they have dedicated directs for this, but I would like to see some Pokemon news.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I know that Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are coming out later this year. Uh, Legends Arceus is coming out in January of next year. But I would like to see if they do like the next generation of games, I guess.
Maybe if we're really good during the treehouse, we'll get to see some more.
Maybe.
I
Who knows?
to me that's where I feel like it may come up. Like maybe like okay, like what's more likely is they'll probably have the Diamond and Pearl remakes during Treehouse.
Hmm.
But the real reach in my head is maybe we'll even see some like gameplay for Legends Arceus to try and like quell the people that were a little bit worried about how choppy it looked in the trailer.
I'd
Maybe we'll
be
get to see a
so
little
fucking
gameplay.
excited for that.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. Oh, I mean, just going off the supposed leaks, a new Donkey Kong game being made by the Odyssey team.
I'd be so down. I love Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong's my boy. I would love to see a new Donkey Kong game of any type.
Same. I'd also really like to see just stuff about Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah. Do you think okay, like okay. I'm like trying to figure out how I'm gonna like sort this out because I think it's either gonna be within like like the next Metroid release is either gonna be a 2D game or the Prime trilogy to quell the time before 4 is ready. Does I don't know if that made sense because like
No, no, no. I know what you mean. Just because you think that they're gonna have something to hold off the fans while they wait for 4.
yeah, because my Pepe Sylvia like red string board behind me is like we had leaks of a supposed Metroid like 2D Metroid game being developed for the Switch. And that was like a whole thing before. And then also there's been leaks about the Prime trilogy also because it's been listed on like shopping websites. And I could easily see this being a case where similar to Breath of the Wild 2, they come out and they say Breath of the Wild or not Breath of the Wild, but Metroid Prime 4 is still under development. Like maybe they'll give us like another little teaser, but they'll say like, there's still like no more work that needs to be done on it and in order similar to the Skyward Sword HD, we get a Prime Trilogy HD to kind of like quell that, I guess. Maybe some Metroid Joy-Cons.
I don't know, cause I mean, I do know that what is it? Cause I don't know if you remember, but they had that announcement where they said, they weren't happy with how development was going, so they scrapped everything and they went back to working on it from like square one almost.
Yeah, and they brought Retro back to do it.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously Retro always does great work.
Hell yeah.
So I'm not at all like worried about that, but I would like to see something for it. Like even just like a gameplay trailer, if anything, like even if it's just like a few minutes of it.
Yeah, Metroid Prime 4, I would like I honestly it's one of these instances where it's like I wouldn't even be upset if it was literally just a CG, like no gameplay, like just something to purely set up like the plot or what we have to like look forward to kind of thing. Cuz like
Yeah.
I don't generally have an issue with CG trailers if they like do a good job of like displaying what you'll have to look forward to in the game itself.
Hmm.
That's why I hate CG trailers that are literally just like a person giving a speech or like nothing like really like related to like the game, or if it's like too artsy or just like here's a planet and a title, here's some mountains and a title, like that shit can not.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But if they were gonna actually like give us like a some sort of trailer that like was all CG, but it's set up like maybe some new like mechanic, some new like plot revelation stuff to like get us like looking forward to what we're gonna experience.
Hmm.
That would be cool.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, well, one, I wonder where they're gonna go with the series, and two, I am like legitimately interested to see how they're going to, I guess, like freshen up the series.
Yeah. Honestly, Metroid is one of the game series that I feel like Nintendo doesn't realize like just what they have. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean,
Like,
you could say that about a lot of their series, not just
yeah,
Metro.
actually, yeah, like F-Zero and like,
F-Zero, the Paper Mario series, Kid Icarus, Golden Sun,
yeah, Star Tropics, yeah.
Earthbound, Mother 3.
Oh my god, I wish they would have. Did you see that like concept for the GameCube Earthbound game?
I think I saw that you retweeted it on Twitter.
Yeah, that would have been so fucking cool with like diorama aesthetic.
Yeah.
That would have been
But
so
yeah,
cool.
I feel like Nintendo is the king of great IPs that they don't do shit with.
Oh yeah, definitely. My dream announcement would be like, hey, we're gonna add Game Boy Advance to Nintendo Switch Online's like virtual console, and Mother 3 is gonna be on there.
I would just love for them to just add more stuff to Nintendo Switch Online Virtual Console.
Yeah,
Like, honestly, like, as somebody who grew up without an N64, the ability to play N64 games would be fucking sick.
yeah. I
Because
I
I bought a used N64 and I've been buying, like, old games that I couldn't play before, or
hell
games that I used
yeah.
to play at my cousin's house that I, like, wanted to own.
Mm.
But, that shit's fucking expensive.
Yeah. I like I forgot when I got into collecting N64 games. There's a lot that I don't have still though. Like I still need like Banjo Kazooie and Banjo Tooie, and I think good luck for me getting fucking Conker's Bad Fur Day. I don't think that's gonna happen. But yeah, like it would just to me, Nintendo 64 is now eligible to be in that like, yeah, we can add this to the like their online virtual console service.
Hmm.
GameCube is kind of where like I start feeling a little bit like, I'm not sure, because that does feel like obviously to me it feels more modern, but easily it was like way over a decade ago. But
It's
like
20 years ago at this point, friend.
Jesus Christ Almighty. But like it's like literally like Resident Evil 4 is still being sold on like modern consoles. So I don't know about that one being I don't know about GameCube. But Nintendo 64 I could easily see like being part of the program.
Yeah, I mean, I think by definition, the GameCube is considered a retro game now, like a
Well,
retro game
yeah.
console.
I forgot there was a news article about that. Like PS2, GameCube are now considered retro.
Yeah.
Soon it will be the Wii. God damn. Now I feel old. Shit. I hate it. I hate it all. I'm trying to think of like anything else. There was like some another leak. I just saw Game Explain talk about this one where apparently there's like GameStop leaked a bit of like some poster that like they're gonna be releasing like the day after, and it has like artwork of Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and Ocarina of Time, and it's like the remake Ocarina of Time, and it's like while I think having that trilogy on a card would be like I would fucking be so happy. Like you could not understand how happy that would make me. But I also don't think it makes sense because of Skyward Sword HD.
Um, I mean, I can understand. I mean, I actually no. Thinking about it, I I I might actually disagree with you there because
Oh, I'm
um
interested.
for the Mario anniversary they did Mario 3D All Stars and then they did Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury.
Huh. No, that's
So
actually
it
not a
could
bad
be
point.
yeah, it could be like a similar sort of you know, concept, I guess, where
Holy
they do
fuck. Yeah, no, that's
like the three
actually
older ones and the one like newer one as an HD standalone game.
holy shit, that's a good point. Shit, I'm a truther again. Oh my god, you just made me fucking drink back up my Kool-Aid I spit out.
I caught it with my ShamWow.
I'm a born again cultist. Oh god. Well, that's something to keep an eye on. I should not get my hopes up for that though. I don't think that's gonna happen. But
Yeah,
like,
I mean, like
hey,
real talk, I don't think it's gonna happen simply because like we've heard absolutely nothing about Zelda's 35th anniversary from Nintendo.
yeah, because they don't care.
Yeah, so like as much as I'd love for that to happen, it's more just wishful thinking as opposed to I'm pretty sure this is gonna happen.
Yeah, easily, easily. Uh, yeah, I'm trying to think. I think that's kind of it. I'd like to see a new Mario Kart.
Oh, yeah, isn't that something else that people are talking about? That they might release a new Mario Kart and whatever.
Yeah, the thing like it's gonna be weird having two Mario Karts on a system, but I think that's only weird because we've been conditioned to only have one per system.
Hmm.
So like I don't think like it's really like because so many people are like just face it, like you're only this is the one for the Switch and you're not getting another Mario Kart till the next console, and I'm like okay, like you don't I don't think it has to be so rigid, and also this is like a port of a previous Mario Kart, and you know what I mean, like to say like this is the only option I think is very kind of like close minded.
Yeah, I agree.
I would love to see Nintendo Kart, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're planning.
Neither do I.
I also another thing, I don't think we're gonna see anything more about Splatoon 3.
No?
Yeah, I feel like they're I don't know, like if anything, maybe they'll like say something about the global like test fire or something.
Oh, yeah, they do. They forgot that they do that.
Yeah. So if anything, maybe they'll announce something about the global test fire and be like in a future like direct we'll kind of go over that. But I don't really see them going any deeper into it.
Yeah, I what else could we expect is the thing. Like, I mean, I guess like a new IP would be cool.
Yeah.
'Cause like is E3 where they showed off ARMS for the first time?
I I think they showed off arms at the wasn't that their own Switch event that they did that? Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was E3.
It might have no, it might have been that. You might be right. Um, I guess another thing that I could look forward to is like a new Fire Emblem game
Oh
because
hell yeah,
it's
that'd be cool.
Three Houses came out 2 years ago at this point.
That'd be
Um,
really cool.
but I'm not sure. Uh, yeah, there's I don't know. It feels like just because of how, you know, the last year went, it feels like there's a lot of places they could go because last year was so scarce in a way.
Oh yeah.
Uh, let's see though. I think that's just about it though. Yeah.
Yeah. I ultimately just going into it, it's I don't want to set any expectations too high and like I d- like just I think honestly the chat of these streams are not really representative of like what people are I at least I hope not, but like God, man, some people are just so salty and like I really hope people just like don't get so upset when they don't see what they want.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that's just the internet in a nutshell. Like, people are always going to be upset about shit, and they're always just going to want more.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, if it doesn't 100% pander to what they want, they're just going to be upset and say that, oh, this sucks, and why did they do this, or why didn't they show this?
It's always personal. It's always very
Yeah.
personal.
Always.
Don't get that. But yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, I'm just gonna be happy if with no matter what they show, pretty much, unless it's just like all like paid DLC.
Yeah, no, literally the same. They'll probably show the Hyrule Warriors DLC that they still have to release.
I didn't even realize that was a thing.
Yeah, they've had like they're doing 2 packs, I believe. Yeah, they
Hmm.
haven't really released anything about it still. I mean, we know what's in it, but we just don't know like what's in it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, Nintendo, it'll be fun. It always is.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I'm I'm sure that they're gonna reveal something that's just gonna like blow everyone away. I feel like they always do that in E3.
Oh
They
yeah.
always have like one banger announcement that everyone just unanimously agrees is like, wow, like, I can't believe they showed that.
Oh hell yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
So next we have Bandai Namco, which um I feel like for a lot of people is not that exciting, but for the fighting game community it's very exciting. Just because they're like the ones that published Tekken and also like Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah.
So people want to see if they're gonna give like another anime the fighters type
Oh
treatment, where
my
instead of
god.
like a shitty arena fighter, they actually release like a fighting game with good mechanics.
Bro, you're literally like about to fucking cuz I have something for this thing written down.
Oh, really?
Something I want from Bandai Namco and actually specifically by Arc Systems.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I think I know what you're gonna say,
I think you do too.
and I think it's a One Piece fighting game.
Yeah, dude. I honestly like it kills me that like a lot of the One Piece games are just kind of like
Oh,
well,
they're shitty arena fighters.
yeah, exactly. And
That's like
like
the case with like most anime games.
yeah, but I do like Pirate Warriors, but I mean it's again it's literally just Dynasty Warriors. Anyway,
Dynasty Warriors, but with One Piece characters.
yeah, but the thing is like all the characters in One Piece like I think legitimately would make up such a good fighting game roster. They're all design-wise so unique and with like their abilities like all stand out from each other.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, you can say that about a lot of anime,
Not only One Piece, they only do that.
because I know a lot of people want a Naruto Fighters type game.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I think One Piece would be dope as shit too. Like, um,
I just keep thinking of like just the variety of like the different like characters unless you're a
mhm.
woman.
Ouch.
I'm teasing. I love
I
One
mean,
Piece. God, I'm actually caught up.
I mean, Nico Robin's cool.
Yeah. I freaking I just keep thinking of Jinbei. I'd probably main Jinbei.
But yeah, I mean, I'd love to see them give another anime the Fighters treatment, or I know some people also want Fighters too.
Oh fuck, what am I thinking? No, they shouldn't do Fighters 2. They should fucking adapt Anohana.
Fighting game.
Yeah. I'm a Popo main.
You're a popo. Oh, that reminds me though. The 10th anniversary thing is going to be happening soon too, I think.
Oh yeah, it's summer.
When is that supposed to be happening? That's going to be happening in August.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, I'm not ready for that. I'm going to cry like a fucking bitch.
God, dude, fuck. But yeah, dude. Why don't they adapt that? Perfect.
But, like, so there's that. And then, I mean, also, it's been a long ass time since we've had a new Tekken game.
Mm,
So, a
yeah.
new Tekken game would be very sick.
That would make me happy for the Tekken players.
Ah, I know Bandai Namco does other games. Like, I think they're the ones that do, the Tales of games.
Did they
Oh
do
yeah, they do the Tales games. Oh, they have their new game that's coming out, Scarlet Nexus.
Mm.
Um, which fun fact, they got they got a VTuber to like kind of like do like early release stuff for their game.
VTubers have taken over everything, and I blame you.
They have, I mean, my favorite esports team, Cloud9, they have their own official VTuber.
God damn it, it's everywhere. It's inescapable.
I think Netflix also recently made their own VTuber.
Oh God, but I hope it's not gonna become a thing where every like brand is gonna have like their own like VTuber mascot.
I don't know. Oh, apparently Elden Ring is also being published by Bandai Namco
Oh, okay.
because they do the Souls games.
Oh, damn. Okay.
They're
There
probably
you
gonna
go.
show off some more stuff for Tales of Arise too. But
Yeah.
yeah, I hope they don't show anything for Jump Force because that game sucks.
Wait, that game doesn't have support still, does it? It's not.
Yeah, it's still getting DLC.
No, it's fucking not. Who the fuck is playing Jump Force? Tyus, you're joking. No one is playing
I,
Jump Force.
I wish I was joking.
There's when did that game come out? There's no way that. There's no way.
I think that game came out 2 years ago, 2019. No, it
Am
came out
I
2018.
am I living in a fever dream? No one is playing fucking Jump Force. No,
Unfortunately, that is where you're wrong.
no one is playing my fucking DeviantArt fanfiction. Are you
Well,
kidding
to
me?
be fair, like okay, on Steam at least, in the past 2 years, there has not been more than 1,000 players playing the game at one point.
Why are they doing this?
Well, to be fair, there hasn't been more than 600 players playing the game at one point.
What the fuck? No one's playing Jump Force. What is this?
You know, the best way I can describe it is that um like middle school weebs will see that game and like, just it'll blow their mind. They want to buy the DLC and everything.
Oh my god. That game needs to be considered canon for all future death battles. Let's go Light Yagami versus Goku. I wanna know.
Oh,
Light Yagami would win.
he just has to write your name in the death note and you die.
What about Light Light Yagami but no Death Note. No like powers, are just him
The thing is,
versus
though, Goku
Goku.
has died before, so
Oh
even your
shit.
death note cannot stop him.
Wait, you're right. That's true. You can't just resort to killing him.
You can't.
Oh fuck, Light would not win. Easily.
No.
Oh,
It's the
easily.
fucking meme of, but would he be Goku though?
Who would he be, Goku? Well, but he would beat Superman.
Goku, yeah, like Yagami or Goku.
No, well, Goku would. I don't fucking care what Death Battle says. Death Battle is just fucking straight up wrong.
Yeah,
Goku would win.
yeah. Yeah, Bandai Namco is interesting on the esports side of things. On the non-esports side of things, I'm not entirely excited, I guess, because I've never played a Tales game, but I'm I think, well, I know my girlfriend's really excited for Tales of Arise, so she might get it. Um,
Hmm.
aside from that, Elden Ring, which I know everybody wants to know about.
Elden Ring.
Hmm.
Yeah, Elden Promise Ring. Let's go.
Elden Chastity Ring.
Elden Chastity Ring. Oh God. Oh yeah, I'm can't speak. Yeah, I am looking forward to that.
Yeah, same. But then, I don't know. I looked up Eureka Studio and they've only made like one, like, Chinese mythology game on Steam, so I'm not entirely sure what they're about.
Okay.
Then there's the GameSpot Play for All showcase, which
Wait,
again, don't know much about that.
play for all. For all, it's a movement. I believe.
What type of movement is it?
Play for all, god damn it. Everybody gets to play.
Isn't that the point of games already though?
But we want to make sure that like you know it, you know? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Play for all. And then the official E3 2021 award show.
I mean, it's like I feel like it's gonna be like the same thing that happened when like Dragon Ball Fighters or fucking Final Fantasy VII Remake got announced.
Hmm.
That like it's probably gonna be just like Elden Ring getting all of the awards, or just like the one game that people really want to see getting all the awards.
I was literally about to say like the fucking E3 awards mean nothing. Like they
Oh, they
literally
don't.
mean
It's literally
nothing.
just like what's the game that people are talking about the most online? Oh, that's the one that's getting all the awards.
Yeah, like it does not mean like Cyberpunk took home a lot of fucking
Look at how
accolades,
that turned out.
and look at where we are now. Like
Uh,
there should not be a fucking. I mean, like I get the value and like knowing like what people were more interested in, but I don't know if we necessarily need to have an awards show. Like that seems more like information that's valuable to the people in like the business and like want to know what people are interested in. That makes sense. However,
yeah, the
don't hype it
the
up
award
like that.
shows just it seems almost useless
It really is.
because it's literally at that point it's literally just like a popularity contest.
That's literally all it is. Yeah. I'm not anybody listen to this like don't like take these things for fact. It's the best advice I can give. Like these award shows are very especially talking about like this E3 one, like it's literally just going based on popularity and hype.
Yeah, that's just like what it always ends up being, pretty much. Just like, oh wow, this game got a lot of hype. Well, we're gonna give it all the awards so that way we seem like we know what we're talking about.
And easily Elden Ring, you're right. Elden Ring is going to take home everything.
Yeah, I mean, like that's just like I said, it's the same thing as like when Final Fantasy VII Remake got announced and it just took home everything. Cyberpunk taking home everything.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be like a repeat of it, pretty much.
Yeah, and it ultimately means nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is what we have to look forward to.
Yeah, and next week we're gonna be going over what got announced and how we felt about it, I guess.
If we're gonna somehow survive all this new content, all this, our wallets are gonna be empty by the time this is over. I can't even. Like, if they announce a Switch Pro, I'm gonna have to pre-order it like immediately.
Oh yeah, because you know it's gonna get scalped to high hell.
Yeah, that's all I can fucking think about. It's like anything I like anything physical that I want to own, I need to fucking pre-order immediately.
You do. You absolutely do.
This in this fucking nightmare world we live in.
Yeah, I still can't believe you got two PS5s, dude.
That like I and even I feel kind of like shitty because I got two, but one was for my girlfriend. Although you could argue we could just share a console. Look, I the whole thing is I at least somehow managed to beat a fucking million other bot accounts. Other people also just like fighting tooth and nail just to try and get this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it stayed up to like I literally pulled an all-nighter refreshing the page for like a whole hour trying to like get it, and yeah, it worked out. At
Mm.
least I didn't like at least I didn't try to like turn around and make a profit off it. Like both of us are legitimately using our consoles.
Yeah, no, that's good. If you were scalping it, I'd have words, but you're not.
Yeah, I have a cousin that fucking scalps like shoes and shit, and I fucking hate him for it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to love him because he's family, but like I give him shit.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, um, I mean, I guess I respect the hustle, but at the same time,
There are
you're
people
also
that
being a
genuinely like want to
fucking
enjoy
dick.
these things, yeah. Because like he was someone who was like scalping switches back in the day, and I'm like stop, please. People want this.
Yeah, just like why? I mean, look, again, like I said, I respect the hustle in the sense that you're trying to make money, but at the same time, uh, take the money from the corporations, not from people who
Yeah,
don't
no,
want money.
exactly, exactly.
Mhm.
Anyway, that is E3,
That is our pre-E3 thoughts, expectations, hopes, and dreams.
and they're all going to be shattered over the course of this coming week.
Yep, I can't wait for them to announce Minecraft 2.
Oh my god. I saw a post recently that was talking about how like the fact that like all the updates to Minecraft are like Minecraft 1 point something, it's like that one like implies that there will be a 2.
Um,
Technically, yeah, because we are playing Minecraft 1.
yeah, it's like one of my favorite ones is just like the implication of or like the existence of casual sex implies the existence of ranked sex.
Right. Oh my god. I think I've seen that one before.
Uh, but yeah,
Uh,
I mean, ultimately, I'm just happy that video game stuff is still being made and it's looking good.
yeah, no, same here. Our passion is still alive, and it will be that way for the foreseeable future. It's from what it seems. Now that
Yeah.
we've survived this pandemic for now. Bum bum. Guys, be safe out there. For
Yes,
real.
please get vaccinated if you can.
Please get vaccinated.
Uh, like if it's available to just take it.
It's literally free. If you go to CVS, for sure it's free. At least I know.
And I mean, the vaccination in America is free.
Yeah.
If you're in
Oh
another
yeah.
country,
Speaking.
just
Yeah.
like if you can get it, please do.
Helping everybody. People like my brother with no immune system.
Hmm.
But yeah. Anyway, this has been the Untitled Gaming Podcast Project. Tyus, do you want to plug anything?
Uh, well, with Guilty Gear Strive just coming out, I do plan on trying to stream it
Fuck
more
yeah.
often than not. Um, I've also got more articles coming for esports.gg, so if you are remotely interested in that, please look forward to that.
Woo.
Um, as always, I will say play Monster Hunter Rise and play Final Fantasy XIV.
Also, be sure to wish Tyus a happy birthday. It's coming. It's.
Oh,
I won't disclose the specific date because I'll be kind, but it is within a point in time approaching.
I wasn't even thinking about that, dude. What the fuck?
Aha, got him.
Uh,
But yeah,
but yeah,
thank you guys for joining us, and we will catch you guys after we've all been exposed to the fucking toxic waste of E3.
yeah, I can't wait to see Twitter after it, dude.
Oh my god, it's gonna be literally on can just like what's the word I'm looking for? like a toxic waste dump essentially.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a dumpster fire. Like you're gonna see all these really stupid opinions, but you're not gonna want to look away because it's just like you gotta stare at it.
Oh my god. And we get to embellish it all here in front of these lovely people.
Yep.
Oh god. Well, it's been fun, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace out.